Y'all ready?
Yeah, let's go.
We are live, Boog.
Oh, we are live. Yes, sir.
We're officially back at it.
Ka-choo.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. The love and tradition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic room inside these gentle walls. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams. Real love bursting out of every scene. Please don't mind. It's the big love of the family.
The Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast is recorded in front of a live virtual audience and is funded in part by viewers like you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We officially back at it. This is, surprise, surprise, not Boog Nice.
Whoa,
this is in
Fabio
fact,
without a hat.
Yeah, well, we'll get into that. Coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast, episode 193?
Oh, so close. 195.
Oh, gosh darn it. Excuse me. Hey, Pancho coming at us
What's
from
the deal?
Jerry's house.
What's
Jerry's
the
apartment.
deal with green screens?
Hey.
Fabio's not wearing a hat. What is he
Yeah.
supposed to do when he has bedhead?
Well, thankfully, the Man and Tail horse shampoo is keeping my split
It
ends
is
all
about
right.
Man and Tail, dead ass. Like,
Wait, Man and Tail. I've been
It's
using
great.
it like for 10 years, like even before I had long hair. It's the best.
I had heard of Man and Tail at first as like the punchline of a joke, and
Yeah.
then when my wife's sister moved in with us, she brought over her Man and Tail, and I was like, "Are you fucking with me? Like, this is great."
Yeah, one day I showed up from school and I was taking a shower when we all had to share a bathroom
Hell yeah.
in a family home, and I'm like, okay, who's fucking around and has horse shampoo in my bathroom? And I ask everybody in the house, they're like, no, that's just the name. Like, it's not horse shampoo. And I was like, you guys are fucking with me. You guys are trying to make me use horse shampoo, and I don't like it. This is not a funny joke. And they're like, no, man, like, go to Target. It's there. Like, it's not a... We're not trying to fucking prank you into using horse shampoo. And I had to
What'd you
see it to
think?
believe it, brother. Tell you what, that's some mane back then.
That's so worse.
Tell you that. That's for damn sure.
That's crispy.
Fat Man hit us with $2. Say Fabio straight morbing it up. How do you feel?
I'm morbid. Is it Morbin time? Oh my gosh.
Man, he is gonna make an appearance and he's gonna fucking say it because Sony can't control themselves.
They
It's
really
gonna
can't.
happen.
And you know what? It's gonna happen in like 6 years, where the joke is completely beaten into the ground. Like,
Oh yeah, it's gonna
Mm.
happen so far into the future. It's gonna be like Madam Web 2.
Adam Web
end-
too?
At the end credits, Madam Web is gonna go through some portal and then be like, "Is it Morbin time?" And he's gonna be like, "It's always Morbin time.
That's my secret.
It's my secret, madam."
Yeah, she's gonna pop out of a portal from the future and say, "Come with me if you want to morb."
That's my secret, madam. I'm always ready to morb.
Incredible. How's everybody?
Well, you got to strike while the iron's hot for sure. So I think within that 6 years would be perfect.
Absolutely.
I love how it like comes up so randomly too.
I wonder if that guy is like seeing any sort of monetization.
Absolutely not.
No, absolutely not. But
Like
like,
all good jokes.
how does it feel to create literally the wildest joke of like the last 2 weeks? The joke is so funny, or just so like widespread that they're putting Morbius back in theaters.
What?
Yeah, they're putting Morbius in 1,000 theaters next week because of how big Morbin got.
They must have edited that line in then.
Oh man, could you imagine?
That guy's gonna
Fucking-
get some written by credit then if
Oh,
they added
dude.
it.
Vulture's coming out of the truck and he's like, "Oh my god, I thought you'd always be Morbin." Oh shit, he said it.
But hey, how's your week, boys?
My week was very busy. It's just it's just a very busy time of year at work, unfortunately. But I got, in terms of like fun stuff that happened this week, I got my Zenkaiger figure in. Super excited about that. I also got, just because I didn't want to pay like crazy shipping for just one figure, I hit up like the used section and I found a gold...
Great band.
Yeah, I did. I found a gold A.C.B.A red figure, which is like one of the last ones that I don't have from A.C.B.A Ranger, so I'm pretty stoked on that. And I think that's it. I got some other shit too. Maybe, I don't know. Days melt together at this point.
Yeah, they be doing that.
How about you?
It was pretty good. I actually also had a busy week, but mostly like fun stuff, thankfully.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I saw you.
Yeah.
You were living in a real wrestle fest the past few days, huh?
I've been surrounded by luchamen for
Whoa.
nothing for like 48 hours straight. It's been awesome.
That's fantastic.
But on Monday I went to some friends of mine wrote like a pilot, like a script, and they did their first table read, and it was great. And I went to that. It was like a second date with me and this girl, and it went really
Hell
well.
yeah.
And then we got dinner after
What'd you eat?
Tuesday. I saw my mom because she's going to Mexico. This is all
That's what I'm
like
talking
real
about.
life, non-fun stuff.
Tell her I'll take care of her. Tell her I'll make a few calls and she'll be taking care of her.
All right. Well, she's on a plane now, but
I'll alert the cartel.
She left
that we got
today, but
precious
that was-
cargo.
that was my last
Precious
chance
cargo.
to see her. You know, you gotta have a good relationship with your mom, fellas. You know,
That's true.
Absolutely.
It's a good thing. I can't say that was the case maybe like 5 years ago.
Whoa.
So on some real shit, I'm thankful that I do right now. It's been
Hell
great.
yeah.
It's been cool.
Nothing's
And-
cooler than hanging out with your mom, huh? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I don't like being called a mama's boy though. She's more of a son's woman.
Yeah, when you were young, she wasn't, you didn't live with your parents, they were just your roommates, huh?
Yeah, no, but legitimately, she was my roommate for about 6 months.
Incredible.
But yeah, that was nice. A little brunch with Mama Danino. Very good stuff.
Hell yeah. You guys have gravy?
And then, yeah, Wednesday, I went to AEW Dynamite over here at the LA Forum, the fabulous Kia Forum, they call it now.
That's what I'm talking
Luxurious.
It was so luxurious, bro. It was insane. We had floor seats. We were like pretty fucking close to the ring. It was awesome. Squeeze
about.
sweat
me.
it
Sweat you get on you, man.
Not quite so much, but you probably heard some of my very like only two people joined me chants because we were right under the camera with the microphone.
Hell yeah. Were you struck with any foreign fluids, Fabio?
Not foreign, just my own.
Okay.
From just
Fabio.
domestic fluids.
Okay.
Fabio, can I ask you a question? I don't know
Yes.
if Pancho's aware of this. I'm sure you are because obviously you went to go watch AEW. Pancho, I don't know if you know this, but it's like a big joke and like an in thing with fans at AEW now. Hold up, ridiculous video game hot takes.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
All
On
over
the
the
signs.
It'll be like Chrono Cross puts Final Fantasy VII to shame.
I did
Yeah.
see
Like-
a little bit of that.
Yeah, those are like. Did you see any of those? Did you see any fun?
Yeah, there was. Oh my gosh, I wish I could remember it, but it was something like Dragon something Quest. I don't quite know. Is like greater than Final Fantasy. Something
Dragon
along
Quest
those
is greater
lines.
than Final Fantasy.
All they
Well,
do
yeah,
is
yeah.
shit
No
on
lies
Final
detected.
Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
They love to shit on Final Fantasy VII in any.
Oh, they
live-
do. Actually,
They
the
love to
sign of the
shit.
night that drew my attention, it was some guy with a fight milk sign.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Five bodyguards,
Fight
four
milk.
bodyguards.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Jason Lopez is right. Botchamania does a compilation of all the video game signs.
yeah,
that's
yeah,
awesome.
they totally do. It's fucking
Yeah,
bad.
so there was definitely a few of those. I can't quite remember them because the fight milk sign is what really dominated the conversation for me. But it was a fantastic show. We saw, I mean, we were trying to get there early so we could watch Dark Elevation, which is like the YouTube show that they record like in the first hour before Dynamite actually starts, but we got there at like 4:15, and it took us like another 20 minutes to get into parking because we were like all the way, not even all the way, it's next door, but because of traffic, SoFi Stadium, we had to like park there because the Forum was full, and then like a 10-minute walk back over. So we caught like the last 10 minutes of Dark Elevation, which is still cool because we got to see the Lucha Brothers, actually Death Triangle versus the Wingmen, and it was pretty great. But other than that,
sentence you just said there, Fabio.
Yeah, those are real words, Pancho. Imagine I said the Hidden Leaf Village versus the Hidden Rain Village.
Here we go.
Then you get it.
God. This running bit, I love it.
But yeah, Dynamite was a fantastic show. Like, it was the fallout from AEW Double or Nothing, which was in Vegas this past Sunday. And that was the last show that I went to for AEW, any wrestling show, actually, back in 2019. So it felt appropriate to see the Dynamite after Double or Nothing this year. And it was incredible. We saw literally the promo of the year from MJF.
I was just about to say, was that when he dropped the pipe bomb?
Oh, yeah, bro. He dropped
hell yeah.
several pipe bombs. He unibombed that place.
Yeah.
Anthrax over the mail. No, it was incredible. And we were watching it there, so we got to hear all of it. But apparently, because my roommate was texting his girlfriend who was watching it live on TV, is like they cut to like a generic graphic and like didn't play kind of the last couple of minutes of his promo because he was just going off. So it was just like this big bleep, and then it went off the air basically for a minute, and we got to see it. It was incredible. And consider me properly worked into a shoot, brother. I don't know. The lines are blurred. I don't know what's real.
Hell yeah.
But that's where my domestic fluids came into play.
Incredible.
Yeah, it was really, really good show. Went by so fast. Basically 2 hours. No match afterwards and anything. So it was, super fast. I'm surprised I still have a voice, honestly, because I was yelling the whole time, chanting, starting chants, singing along. We demanded, we knew it, but we were gonna sing Judas no matter what. Chris Jericho's entrance theme. And then he cuts it off early before we get to the drop of the chorus, leading to massive disappointment. But it's okay. He came out like twice later and they played it all the way through. But anyone who follows me on my personal Instagram saw me just marking out this whole week. That was Wednesday. And then yesterday, I went to go see a comedy show starring a bunch of these pro wrestlers. It's really cool. Apparently, I didn't know this until recently, but the Lucha Brothers, 2/3 of Death Triangle, own a Lucha-themed store here in kind of like South Pasadena. So it was my first time at that store, and they were doing like a stand-up comedy show out of there with like, real stand-up comics. And then like, guys. Yeah, just guys you can really depend on.
Yeah.
They were there, and they opened up for Dolph Ziggler and his brother, who were kind of the main acts.
The Ziggy Bros?
Yeah, the Nemeth Bros. The main event of the show was in fact a shock collar trivia. So they had the two of them with like shock collars on with remotes, and they would ask each other, or the host would ask them questions that like as brothers they should know about each other, like favorite foods or favorite movies or what Simpsons character they identify with, just things of that nature. And there was something went horribly wrong because both of the shot callers were on the same frequency. So if one of them got it wrong, they both got shocked. It was awesome.
Wow.
We were not allowed to like actually record the show, but if you follow my personal Instagram, I took a few pictures before and with a ton of the wrestlers because they were like the ones doing the show. And then all of their AEW wrestler friends were just there, like mingling in the audience and stuff. So it was nice to just like walk around the store, see the merch, just chat with the wrestlers. Everyone's just vibing, drinking a couple Wolf Pup Session IPAs. Not a sponsor, but I did have a good time drinking those. I got a ton of pictures. Not with everybody. There was probably like 5 or 6 wrestlers there that like, I did not get pictures there with, but for the most part, it was super like approachable and just like everyone's just having a good time. It was super casual, very fun. This is the poster, actually. I got the poster signed by the Nemeth Bros themselves. Whoa.
Mamma mia.
The show
There they are.
was called the Night of 1,000 Hunks.
Oh baby, those
Yeah.
Ziggy boys did it again.
That's it, dude. So yeah, it was the Hollywood hunk Ryan Nemeth and his brother, former WWE World Heavyweight Champion Dolph Ziggler, who you might know. Hey, it was really cool. Overall, yeah, just a pretty darn solid week. No complaints. Yeah, no toys though. It's been
Hear
a
that?
weirdly toyless, dry spell for me, just because things got pushed back. And I guess we'll talk about that. Mezco is on the topic list twice.
Oh,
But
fuck. Whoops.
we can combine them. We can combine them into one topic.
Yeah, I was like, what's going on? Like, what is Poncho gonna proposition him for something? And like his way to get around it is like, I put Mezco twice.
It's going to be the same. It's not two separate segments where we're splitting it. We're just going to repeat the information.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I got back into Magic the Gathering recently too, which has been a bit of a mistake, but
Oh yeah.
I've been enjoying myself with that. So I got a couple of Magic sets, but other than that, no hauls for me.
What about you, Rick?
I have an Ami order I'm supposed to pay for, but I'm
Tight.
lagging on it, baby.
Yeah, let's go.
Got the superhero Goku in there, and I got like Todoroki in there, and I don't fucking know what else I got in there.
I packed in another A.C.B.A Ranger figure with my superhero Goku.
Jeez. You said the gold one, right?
No, that was from where was it? I think Nin. But Ami, they had like the what do you call it? I don't know what to call those guys. Just like the henchmen, I guess. From A.C.B.A Ranger, just like the guy in the
they have a
business
name.
suit.
I forget their names. Yeah, yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about.
But I got that. That's it. Oh, Tachyon Transmitter hit us with 10. He said, "Glad you had fun at AW, Fabio. Any of you guys ever check out wrestling figure photography? It's a whole other huge community. Boss Fight Studios, Lucha Brothers are incredible figures too, by the way."
Dude,
yeah,
for
man.
sure. I have
Yeah.
seen those boss fight figures in person at my friend Travis's house, and they are fantastic. They're almost indistinguishable. I mean, not to say that they're, different or whatever, but I'm glad to see like different wrestling companies all producing like the same scale of figure that all like go with each other. It's not like, mixing your DC icons with your Marvel Legends, unconscionable. But
Yeah,
your boss
we
fights,
had
your Jazzwares and your Mattel WWEs go really well together, all of them. And thank you, man. Yeah. As far as wrestling figure photography, yeah, and I check it out myself. We should maybe talk about it more on the show, but it is very consistently super solid from a few people in the community. Obviously, MBG, Matthew Goldberg has been like doing official photography for Jazzwares, so that's been a huge thing. We gotta get Squared Circle photography up in the conversation
Hell
too.
yeah,
We're talking about
absolutely.
all that, But yeah, man, it was super. It's a really crazy community, and on top of that, there's a lot of wrestlers who are toy collectors now because they're kind of our generation now, And I follow a few of them on Instagram and YouTube who do like toy hunts and stuff. So when I'm at this wrestling comedy show, that's like my in with all of them is just asking them, not my in, but like my go-to icebreaker is like, hey, so you ever collect your own figures? I'm always trying to talk to them about toys.
That is the perfect icebreaker.
Yeah, I got to talk to Aubrey Edwards a lot, actually, who's one of the refs at AEW.
Oh, nice.
And she was like super stoked that her figure is like exclusive with like the authentic scale ring that's ringside exclusive.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, I'm definitely getting that. My roommate is like a big mark for Aubrey Edwards. He thinks she's super cute. So I was telling her that, or, in a not quite so direct way, but I was saying like, yeah, my roommate loves you. We're getting the ring just for you. And she's like, wait, I was taking a picture with her and she's like, wait, put a video. Let me do a video for your roommate. She did like a little 10-second wish you were here video for my roommate. It was super fun.
Oh man, that's
She did not have to do that. I did not ask her, but she was like, hell yeah, let's do it.
That's my favorite
so, yeah.
when like you meet people that have like like I don't want to say I guess celebrities, but like whenever you meet like celebrities of any caliber and then like go above and beyond, it's like the greatest thing.
For sure.
When I went to San Diego Comic-Con a couple of years ago, I met up with they're like a bunch of guys that review movies. It was spill.com before, but like it was all animated. they're not spill.com anymore. Now they're double toasted. But
Oh my god.
But like I was like, "Oh, I want to take a picture. Is it cool if I take a picture?" They're like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yo, me and my friend Jesse, we watch your videos like all the time. It's like our go-to." So and so. Unfortunately, Jesse couldn't make it, and then the main guy Corey was all like, "Okay." He was like, "Okay, cool." He's like, "Put a video or something like that," and I was like, "Okay, cool." And he's like, "Jesse, you fucking suck for not coming." It was like so funny. He was like, "You're missing all of this, baby." It was so great. Yeah, Jeremy Azar, Corey Coleman, exactly. Yeah, like they were all of them are cool. Corey was there. The other guys are there. The names are are like are escaping me. I call the other guy David Walton Light because he looks and acts like David Walton. It's so funny.
Does he have slightly less wild takes on movies and television?
It's so crazy. The reason I started calling him David Walton Light is because I love you, David, but when you didn't get that the woman from Joker was a figment of his imagination. And then they were reviewing the movie.
What their relationship was.
When they were reviewing the movie, he was just all like, "Yeah, I just thought it was." He said the exact same shit David said. He was like, "I just thought it was really weird they built up that relationship and then nothing happened at the end." And Corey was like, "Are you mad? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it wasn't real, dude." And he's like, No.
He thought Joaquin was getting it the whole movie. Then when he was in the apartment with her, he was just like, "Oh, they just had a couples fight. That's nothing. They could get through this."
Just a little squabble.
I was pulling for him the whole time, yeah.
How could you not?
Yeah.
Well, should probably talk toys.
Wait, Rick, did you talk about your week?
It wasn't particularly exciting. I'm trying to think, did anything happen? Oh yeah, I went to an anime con, local one. That was interesting seeing everything back. It was just so crazy seeing people like on a riot in the front of that thing because a lot of people thought that they could game the system. They show up like, "Yeah, so I want to go into this con." They're like, "Yeah, sure. Just, where's your proof of vaccination?" And they're like, "The hell? Nothing said that I needed to do this, even though everything says it." And they'd just be needed to turn away every single time. Or they'd be there and they'd be vaccinated and they'd bring kids that weren't vaccinated. They'd be turned away and like you'd hear them say, "Come on, man, she's 5 years old." Like,
yeah, she's a walking petri dish.
And they were like, "Yeah, exactly. So that's why we can't let her in." Like, "Are you sitting here telling me I have to take my daughter all the way to her mother's house and then come back by myself?"
Come on.
I hope you do.
It was hilarious, amazing, ridiculous. It was interesting being back. It was interesting being back. Yeah, it was. I think that's like the only notable thing that happened. I think that's
nice.
it.
Well, I'm glad you had fun.
Yeah, Anime Expo's coming back July 1st through 4th. You're going to be coming down here for that?
No, because I'm doing a Disneyland trip instead.
Oh, poor you.
Yeah, could you imagine? Woe is me.
Or like Dismayland. It's not going to be great.
Because I just still like, I don't know if you guys know this, but these Japanese guests are not coming still. Anime Expo announced one Japanese guest so far, and I basically had the choice of like, are you gonna wait until Anime Expo makes all their guest announcements to see, what's what, or are you just gonna go on this fucking Disney trip with your family? And I was like, yeah, man, I'm going to fucking Disney, man. Fuck this. I'm going to Anime Expo anytime. And I mean, I could go to Disney anytime because I live in California, but that's besides the point.
That is besides the point.
Yeah, that's how I just chose that instead.
That's fair.
Very fair.
Yeah, no Comic-Con for me either this year. Just taking another year to let things, sizzle out.
Yeah.
Vaxxed or not, I just there's nothing that I can think of that would embarrass me more my family than to come home from a convention and be like, "Oops, I guess I gave everybody Rona." You know, like that just seems like, look at this fucking nerd goes to this little anime convention, comes back and gets all of us sick. Like fucking great.
It'd be
Yeah,
like that.
actually, that does remind me, because if we start backwards in my week too, on Sunday, I met up with Kyle Wadiga from Super 7 outside of Star Wars Celebration. So he was in town Saturday and Sunday for that. And I was just trying to like go to the food trucks like out in front of the convention center, but even that is like past security now. So we ended up like not being able to eat there. We like walked down the street to like Blaze Pizza or something, who I just found out was owned by LeBron James.
Yes, sir.
I did
And
not know that.
They just you can make s'mores there. It's crazy.
You can make s'mores there?
Some s'mores.
Oh my god. Well, I missed out. No, I didn't, because I don't eat sweets. But
That's right.
There's no
know.
cartoons,
I
then no
know.
sweets. What's your fucking problem, man?
I don't know, man. I spend what little money I have on shit that makes me happy. Like
The inner
this.
child inside is
Yeah,
gonna
no,
rage one day, brother.
I supplement that with other things. I get my
Yeah.
vices elsewhere. You want to talk sauces? We'll talk sauces.
Gravies.
Beyond
Gravies,
insanity.
salsas, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Kyle and I had a nice lunch. Very, very. He's just a cool dude. He's a fellow metalhead. So we were chatting about music and toy stuff, and gleaned a little insight into how things work over at Super 7, which is always cool to hear. Coming from not anything like explosive or whatever, but just like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Cool stuff like that. And on Tuesday, I believe, I think Tuesday, he messaged me to say that he tested positive for COVID. So some dirty Star Wars fan probably exposed him, and he tested, and then I had to test, this whole week too, to make sure I was good, and I was in the clear. So thankfully I was still able to make it to all the other stuff I had planned. But yeah, I mean, it is for sure going around. Once again, it never stopped going around. And we tried everything, from pretending it was over to pretending it didn't exist in the first place. We tried everything, and still, it's coming around.
The hits start coming, and they don't stop coming.
No, man. Anyway, should we get into some community highlights?
Yeah, I only picked 2 this week. I've been at work, so it should be pretty fast. I'm sorry.
You know what? That's okay.
I sent you the link in the.
Yeah, I got it right here.
The first picture comes from Matthew Charles.
Oh, I love.
Come on down. I picked this one just because of I really like the kinetic energy in it. It's really, really nice. Sometimes it's a little hard to do like these group shots where everybody's like running around and stuff. Sometimes you kind of get 2 figures hitting the same pose every once in a while, and none of it feels natural. But this was just so well done. It was so good. I loved everything about it. And that's that.
Well, no.
Look at those ballerina shoes, huh?
Yeah, seriously. No, I mean, everything. You're right. It has a lot of movement going on in here too. There's a certain chaos all over the place, right?
Yes.
So the dude just because he can go invisible, right, Miles?
Yep.
Okay, and he's been captured by Craven, who is a hunter, despite his invisibility. That's wild.
That guy in the background is shocked, to say the least.
Yes, I wanted to say this. Is this the number 1 most photographed figure of the year?
The shock face guy.
The hood. The hood. Sans hood.
I think he's probably the number 1 non-main character photographed this year. Probably.
No, I think he's the number 1 most photographed figure. He's in the background of everybody's photos.
I don't know. Mostly it's his head sculpt. The figure itself.
I don't know. I feel like I still see it as the civilian without the cape. Yes. But yeah, either way, this is very good. The posing's great. Like how you can't see Miles's hand, because it's just like a closed fist. So it just looks from this angle like he's clutching the wrist and everything. Just all very well done, very well thought out.
That's true.
Dope stuff. Gave it the old podcast feature bump.
Let's go.
Hey. All right. Next up. What is this? Some kind of multiverse? Oh,
No.
madness.
No.
Yeah, this is good.
This is great. Orion Gonzalez absolutely killed it. This is a really cool technique where he just built a diorama within like this little brick thing right here. The seaside is somewhere in there too, but this has been utilized in world tournaments a lot too. I remember somebody, I think Billy Mahoney, tried doing tangible panels once, and he uses technique very similar to this, just building something within a confine. It's very, very clever and really, really cool, and you don't really see it that often. But he really killed it with this shot. It was so good.
Yeah, this is wild.
Busted.
Even like this, it's like so well layered, so well detailed. How does he get them standing when they're laying on their back?
I don't know. It's magic, my friend. Who knows?
I like how he has Moira McTaggart there as Christine.
Very nice.
Is America there? You can barely see her. That's maybe if I wish you could see her just a little bit more, you know?
Yeah. Very true. I can see that.
Yeah, these are both very good picks, Poncho. Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to ask the community, you know, the chat, if there's any photos they think we should feature, you know?
For sure. Definitely.
Other than your own,
other than your own, please.
let's make everybody's gonna be posted. I think I did a really.
Okay, but it can't be your own. How about
I'd like
that?
to put my hat in the ring if I could.
Ooh, yeah, Mona Lisa is right. Oh my god, she's got the threaded eyebrows and everything.
Oh my
Damn,
god.
she's bobbing too. She just got cake thrown on her.
Yeah, that's right. Somebody threw cake at the Mona Lisa. You think that's the real Mona?
Right,
You think that's the real Mona Lisa up there? I don't think that shit's real.
I wonder if it is. I wouldn't chance it.
No.
I mean, they say that it has inch thick bulletproof glass, but like I still wouldn't chance it.
The bulletproof glass is cool and all, but I can still throw a fucking pie at it, or still throw a cake at it and get the same effect.
Still obscures it from vision.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't. It's like the Declaration of Independence. What's the point? Who cares? Put a copy up there, like.
Well, if you were asking me if that's the real Declaration, we both know it isn't, because Nicolas Cage stole it back in 2006.
100%.
Absolutely. Sorry, Sean Bean.
My favorite in those movies is when Ed Harris is like trying to overhear a conversation and he's just like, now I have supersonic hearing.
The fuck?
Just like angles his ear towards the conversation across the room, and now he can just hear it perfectly. Just a lot of realism in those, you know.
Incredible.
But hey, that is this multiverse. It be mad, bro.
They do be mad though.
Mhm.
So yeah, let's get right into top stories. Today's topics.
Let's get topical.
Today's top stories are Hasbro, Mezco, NECA, Super 7, Mezco again, and miscellaneous.
Lucky you, audience.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, let's hop right into Hasbro. A lot of these are
There's
a lot.
a few that were revealed Saturday and Sunday after we did the podcast Friday. That, you know, more reveals came throughout Celebration, so we can get into a couple of those. I guess really only two, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. Obi-Wan Wednesday was here. I don't know why my dark mode is not working on Instagram right now.
Yeah, my dark mode
Super
on
weird.
Facebook is not working either. It's kind of killing me.
Yeah, that's why I look so well lit today.
Looks like a GeoCities website.
I really hate to interrupt the podcast, but this is of utmost importance.
Uh-oh.
Check the fucking podcast chat. Jesus Christ. I cannot believe.
Oh yeah, somebody mentioned it in chat
no.
earlier. Yeah.
Wait, hang on.
Nothing really. Just
Stupid.
Oh, you
Why
didn't need the
why?
music. You didn't need the music. That would have been good though. It is good,
God.
but you didn't need the music. Bartholomew Cubbins?
That's my boy.
Oh, Barth Cubbins.
Oh, Bartholomew
Marty
Cubbins.
Cubs.
You talking about Cubs? He's writing it.
Okay, I can see where the Jared Leto comments directed towards me earlier are coming from now.
I mean, he's wearing a hat and you're not. You know what's going on?
Yeah,
I did get an AEW trucker hat this weekend, so maybe I should.
Oh,
Should it be Morbin time, you guys?
Please no.
Should I get morbed up and put on a trucker hat?
Do whatever you gotta do.
Cool. I love his fit.
Can we please move on?
Yeah, he be fitted.
All right. Reveals from Celebration continued. Obi-Wan Wednesday was here. New episode, new reveals. How about a new Darth Vader?
Wow. Fill me in. He looks like every other Darth Vader I've ever seen.
That's crispy.
And you know what, Poncho? He is.
Okay.
Oh, he's a little different. It's funny. I was just gonna say, like, I find it hilarious that, like, obviously when the first movie came out in, what was it, like 78 or 77, 79, something
Yeah,
like that.
77.
George Lucas was just an absolute genius because he slightly updated Vader every single fucking time he appears on screen. He's like very ever so slightly different, and these Star Wars fans eat it the fuck up. Act like this thing looks complete. I swear to God, talk to a Star Wars fan, and they'll notice every single difference between these Darth Vaders, and I just I'm left baffled every single fucking time because this looks exactly the same.
It looks the same. But cool.
So, from what I can tell, on my cursory knowledge of the Star War, this is the first Vader since the New Hope Vader that has the cloth on like the outsides. Because before on the other versions for like Empire Strikes Back and on, it doesn't have on the outside. It only has it starting from like the skirt.
Well, there's one person that would know about cloth, and it's you, pal.
Right, and that's why
Take
my
your
eyes
word
are
for
drawn to it immediately.
God. Rick Jones in chat says his Vader is tucked up.
Yeah, he got that French tuck going on.
It's tucky. He's tucked up.
A little tuck everlasting, you know what I'm saying?
There he is. Tuckleberry Finn over here.
That's
He's
it.
ready.
And the red
Tuckleberry
eye lenses
Finn.
too. And from what I can tell in the design of the show too, the armor up on here is like more like glossy, whereas in Empire or New Hope and on, he's like more like matted. But that's just could be wrong, but that's what I notice.
But
other than that,
be careful.
Don't care about any of that. It's just another Vader that you just put on your Star Wars shelf, and it
Be careful because a Vader can still get lost in the gloss.
Of course he can.
Yeah. Every Vader needs gloss, but too much gloss, and well, he gets lost.
1-6 Shooter says, Poncho, come on, how many Gokus and Vegetas have we looked at that are all looking the same?
Well, no, some of them have Timberlands.
Well, that's Piccolo.
AB.
Oh, then I'm I don't know.
I like very true. But unlike Goku and Dragon Ball and Vegeta figures, sorry. I am so fucking tired right now. I'm so sorry. I can't even think straight. Unlike this Star Wars figure, I'm a fan of Goku and Vegeta. I like Star Wars, but not enough to really understand what the fuck is different about this Darth Vader and like the 3 or 4 other Darth Vaders I own. Like, whatever. It's okay. The other ones I own have like a real chain going across.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, some of them have the chain on the outside. This one, the cape is tucked up under the armor piece.
Dang.
Exactly.
Good eye, Punch.
Tucked up, baby.
That's it.
That's it.
Tucked up, keeping the bling away, huh?
He's got the Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, he's a
tucked
little
up.
humble in this one. Fat Man hit us with 10. He said, I want a Black Series 10-year-old Leia so I can recreate that hilariously bad chase sequence in the woods where a child outruns 3 grown men. I haven't laughed that hard in years. Thanks, Obi-Wan. Let me tell you, I watched Obi-Wan like the day it came out just because I don't know. I was bored at work. But like, it's not that I don't like Star Wars. It's just something cool that whenever it's around, I'll watch it. But yeah, when they were chasing her through the woods, I could not believe what I was seeing. Like when she ducks under the branch, the guy just goes, "Oh fuck."
What am I supposed to do now?
Oh,
Darn this meddling kid, it got me again.
It's so funny. And that happened again. Like they were in the city where she was getting chased in that like really sick, like densely populated, like cyberpunk city. And then she ducked under a table. And the guy was like, what the fuck?
She went in between an alien's legs. And it's like, what?
That's true. Yeah.
Am I supposed to follow suit? I don't,
Oh, man.
Yeah, those are funny.
Joe Michael says corporate wants you to spot the difference between these two pictures.
Well, maybe she just was trying to. She was like, "Oh no, it's Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I hate funk." And then maybe that's why she was scared.
No, she's like, oh man, it's that kid from the Wild Thornberries.
Maybe he was gonna play Sock to It, and she got scared.
Genius.
That's the one where they all get naked and put socks on their. Well, okay, never mind.
Oh, it's a fun show.
There was something else revealed too, right? Wasn't it? Wasn't there a Ben? Wasn't there a Ben revealed too?
Yeah, it's on
Mean
Toy
Boy?
Arc. I don't know.
On Toy Art, yeah. I guess
There he
it's
is.
this one here.
There he is. There he is.
Hey,
Oh,
Obi-Wan.
Old blue shirt. There he is.
Oh, blue
Boom.
shirt.
Oh, these were clearly done before Celebration 2022.
You're wearing the wrong shirt, my guy.
I'm saying.
I'm gonna get this guy a calendar, tell him what year it is.
He really should come with an apron, though, so you can, have him in his, like, work clothes, essentially.
Yeah, stealing meat, contraband, proteins.
And yeah, I'm being silly, but yeah, that chase sequence was ridiculous. It's foolish.
It truly was. I could not believe
yeah.
what I was watching. I was
Nuts.
thinking, thank God it's a TV show. This show wouldn't fly on film.
I believe, I will suspend disbelief as much as anyone.
yeah.
Even I'm like, come on, you guys.
Same. And
Really
I
stretching the limits for me here.
and I liked the episode. I like the show so far. But
Yeah.
Brother, you ever been running in the woods before? Huh? How many branches is gonna stop you? Huh?
Let's see. Fat Man says this Obi-Wan has a blue shirt, $30.
Damn, what a steal.
$28.99, baby.
We are living in a dystopian Simpsons parody right now. This is unbelievable.
This is a Target exclusive.
Wow.
You got?
Whoa.
Obi-Wan Wednesdays.
Tibidon. And then the Vader. I wonder if somebody.
Vade Nation.
Vade Nash?
Vade Nash. Shouldn't the versed part of his butt cape go over the chest armor?
I love it. Should it? I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
Number one Star Wars podcast, baby.
Number one.
Number one.
Shorten the cape, damn it. I just, Star Wars fans have been in the news for nothing but good stuff since the premiere of this Obi-Wan series. I always defer to them when it comes to getting the best, most insightful opinions in the comments section of Star Wars posts.
Kevin from Toying Around is somewhere punching a fucking wall.
Yeah.
Into this podcast.
The Kev dog. Woo, woo, woo,
fucking idiots don't know the difference between Vaders.
Kevin,
Oh,
if you
you don't
want to
appreciate blue
tell
shirt.
us right now what the difference is on this Vader, I'm stoked to hear it. Truly,
Please, Kevin.
I really
for
do
the love
want
of
to
God,
know.
Please.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that these come with they come with a shell on top that you take? Yeah. So all the plastic that Marvel Legends is getting rid of is going to Black Series.
Marvel Legends used to do that too.
If there's one thing that you could be assured of is that fucking Star Wars team will not follow anybody else's rules.
No, they sure
Their
won't.
own.
Nor should they. Fuck it.
Yeah,
'em.
nor should they.
Okay. So that was. Oh, I guess there's a couple more things. Archive. Hey, you missed them the first time. Here they are again.
Who dis?
You got
Princess
Leia as Boosh.
Hell yeah.
You know, it's all about the Boosh.
Mighty Boosh, okay.
Yeah. And there she is now with face printing tech.
Wow.
What about Grand Moff Tarkin
There he is.
with the Imperial probe or torture droid, interrogator droid? I don't know.
I think I
There he
own
is.
this guy. I don't know.
How about old Han Solo?
How about him?
Hey. How about him?
Yeah, that face sculpt is absolute dog water.
This
It's
is
better than the first time, no question. Now they're doing face printing, but
That's the stand-in for damn sure.
okay. Kevin says we got this. Okay, so I think we're doing pretty all right so far.
Alright, Kevin.
That
Alright,
means that
Kevin.
we have all our information right.
Yeah.
That means that what we're saying is essentially the gospel.
Sure. I expect
Mhm.
corrections on your next show, Kev.
And then Chewbacca.
Wow. Cookie
Yeah,
Wookie
it's-
Pie.
He's still badly painted, even 10 times released later.
Oh my god.
But he
Unreal.
face printing. Can you do face printing on Chewbacca?
That is an interesting question.
Yeah,
I'm sure
maybe.
I'm sure they'll try.
Hey, Pac Photos is in the chat. Pac, I saw the real Pac yesterday.
Uh-oh. X-Pac?
The bastard.
No, I would have said Pac or X Pac. I would have said 6 Pac if anything, because that was the superior version.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the bastard was there in person. All of Death Triangle was there. It was wild.
Were you looking down on him or what?
He's a normal height dude. Like, it's weird.
Really?
You know, you think about all these wrestlers being, I mean, he's crazy jacked though. Like, no question.
Oh yeah, the guy's built like an upside down pyramid.
Dude,
Let's
it's
go.
crazy. He was wearing like a UK like soccer jersey too. So yeah, very, very on brand.
What an absolute unit, huh?
Yeah. Anyway, there's Chewie Bach with his bow Coster.
There he is.
There he is.
Yeah, Pac. I'm talking about Adrian Neville, but we just call him Pac.
Adrian Neville looks like a Dragon Ball villain. Like his bone structure is so like it's like somebody drew him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his body is like Rob Liefeld made him.
Truly. Like
He is quite the special guy.
I saw
Except
this
with
guy
feet.
for the first time and I thought he was a Dragon Ball alien. I thought he was like Tao Pai Pai mixed with like King Piccolo or some shit like that. Couldn't believe it with Krillin's height.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
wait a minute. Is this where Frieza's ex-goon is working now?
Yeah.
Capliv says normal height sounds short. Yeah, okay. I was taller than him, but what I got vertically, he got horizontally and sheer muscle mass.
Okay.
If that's possible, right?
Sure. Yeah, let's go with that.
Anyone who saw my Facebook post, I will repeat my caption. If you ever want to feel physically inadequate, take some pictures with pro wrestlers. Like, even the most normal looking ones, like height wise, you're just like, God damn.
Normal
I've
is
been
just
like
a set
good
in a
about working
washing
out,
machine.
getting regular again, you know, and trying to build up some muscle, but no, it's clearly not enough.
Yeah, these guys, they're on the best juice the market has to offer out there. The
pretty
one time
hardcore.
I met Triple H, this crazy son of a bitch. At the time, I must have been like 185. I was not a very light person. This crazy motherfucker lifted me off the ground with one hand,
Hell yeah.
with ease. It was unreal. I'll never forget that day, man. I was like, "What the fuck? I'm off the ground. What's happening?"
Didn't
And,
somebody
yeah,
get lifted in like a Billy Harrington meetup or some shit like that? I mean,
Oh,
you
yeah,
can tell that story.
The guy, yeah, Billy Harrington lifted this guy up off the ground and started like putting him in a chokehold, and the guy's like, stop! And then Billy Harrington like lets him loose and shoves him, and then he goes like, "Hey, You know you wanted it.
You know you wanted. That's what it was.
And the guy looks at Billy Harrington, licks his lips, and smiles. And he's like, "That's what I'm talking about."
That's what I'm
And then
talking
he
about.
just-
Thanks,
Then
Bill.
he moves, and then he takes a picture with me and puts his arms around me, and it's the safest I've ever felt in my life.
Rest in power, King. Hell yeah.
Yeah, rest in power to the king,
Honestly,
man. The
you know who's
Gachi
taking his
Mushi.
throne as like the meme guy of that industry? Dr. Johnny Sins.
Doctor, Uncle John, Uncle Johnny Sins.
He's a plumber. He's a doctor. He's a humble delivery man. He does it all.
Right. Yeah,
The hardest working man in the industry.
absolutely.
Good old
He wears a lot of
man.
hats and nothing else.
Truly. Just that. A lot of Jimmy hats, apparently.
Ah.
Anyway, that's Chewbacca.
Yeah, that's Chewbacca. Poor
Cool.
poor
What
Pan.
about Vintage Collection, Rebel Soldier, Echo Base Battle Gear 4-pack?
Wow.
Damn, these are really disappointing compared to the 6-inch ones. Because those 6-inch ones, I still honestly believe they're probably the best figure Hasbro's ever made.
They are good.
Yeah, no question. Those are a different outfit though, aren't they? Or are they?
Yeah, I think they're a little different.
Okay. Yeah, these are from Echo Base. Yeah. Okay. That's it. What about a helmet? Do you guys like helmets?
No, please, no. Let's move on.
It's yellow.
Okay, well, there's one.
Looks like Donald Duck, huh?
A little bit. Going quackers.
Actually, yeah.
Old D Duck.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about some legends because that's what we're here.
That's a very long topic. We better get prepared for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Just buckle up. Strap
Hot
in.
off the heels of the toxic Star Wars fan base not accepting a new strong female character in the franchise, here's another new strong female character getting her own show
Hell
on
yeah.
Disney Plus, Marvel Studios, Ms. Marvel.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm looking at this sneaker sculpt like, oh, okay.
I know, that's the first thing I thought. I was like, damn, they gave her Converse? This is sick.
Little Chuck Taylors. Let's go.
Yeah, little Chuck E. T's. Yep, man.
Right.
I like it. You know, there was another thing, but I don't have a picture of it, and looking for it sounds like a fucking nightmare. But during the live stream, when he was like flipping the package for this, we saw what the final unrevealed figure was, and it was She-Hulk. It was just fun. Somebody snapped a picture, like, look,
Hell yeah.
he flipped the package over, you could see her.
Yeah, what do you think? It just looks like it's just a figure.
Did we call this? I'm pretty sure we called this that
I
it was
think
going to
we
be Ms.
did.
Marvel.
I think we
Yeah.
said it was either her or She-Hulk. I think was what we said.
But She-Hulk
Yeah.
is coming. There was a leaked
Yeah.
picture that came out. I'm gonna
Yeah,
find
like I
it
said,
real quick.
when he was turning around the
Literally
package,
just said that.
I just said
Oh,
it.
my bad.
I think it.
I was muted because I got dogs going crazy over here.
Hey man, gotta take care of the pups.
That's it.
Yeah, this looks fine. Yeah, I think it looks fine.
Yeah, it's serviceable enough. Like it's not any more offensive than the dozens of other MCU figures we get. So
Yeah, I'm not expecting Hot Toys here.
They could have
Which
done
had
double jointed
amazing
elbows,
reveal.
though, I think.
well, I mean,
Yeah,
obviously
yeah,
it could have.
especially because they've made it a point to say in the past before that like they have a bigger budget when it comes to movies and stuff like that, things that are tied to like a show. Like, so it is kind of sad like when they don't do things like that. When they've said in the past that with these kind of releases they could do those kind of things. So, but here we are.
And they chose not to.
Exactly, it's a choice, baby.
Yeah. But, I mean, Brick Boy IG is right. Single jointed arms. No effects?
Yeah, that does suck too because she's not gonna have those like stretchy arms anymore. But we've seen in the trailer she does have power, so I don't know.
Yeah, so we're going to have to go to the $10 basic children's figures when the show actually airs to get the clip-on big punchy arm effects.
She
man.
won't even have those. Powers.
No,
are
but
the-
she like manifests like big
oh yeah, the
construct
cosmic
fists,
ones.
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, I'm just saying. All right, but either way, there you go. An unmasked face would have been nice too, if nothing else, you know.
A lot of things
Yeah.
would have been nice. I have truly stopped expecting anything for female figures when it comes to Marvel Legends. Like consistently shitting the bed with these figures all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But at the very least, like it's cool to have, just like that America Chavez figure. Like it's just cool to have a figure of that character and just to fill out your roster and stuff. There's a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of stuff they could do with it, like just like that America Chavez. Like I would imagine there's no thigh cut in here, so you can't really get her to hit like some certain poses with like her legs. This sounds extremely sus. I'm so sorry. But
I think there are. You can kind of see it like here.
Maybe there was some piece of articulation that was missing from the America Chavez figure that made like kicking poses like really difficult to hit, or even just like crouching or something. It was really strange. And that type of missing articulation plagues a lot of female figures, so it kind of sucks.
Yeah, they always seem to like. There's always something missing. Like, oh, everything is fine from the neck down, but the neck is still like just a ball sitting there with the
Yeah,
with the head having no movement. Like genius.
just a ball, the bell of the ball.
The bell of the ball.
That was the only thing from Hasbro, huh?
Except here's a look
There
at
it is.
Hulk.
Bro, this looks like a
Single
fucking
female
mugshot.
warrior.
But more than anything, you can tell it's going to be part of this Infinity Ultron wave too,
Yeah.
because you see Ms. Marvel and you see Kate Bishop here on the side.
There it is.
But
is
isn't Ms. Marvel like the final figure revealed with the final part, or was it another? I'm not sure.
Maybe no part. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From parts unknown, brother.
Old single female lawyer.
Okay, that's that.
That's it.
Upcoming though, June 8th. That's in 5 days.
Excuse me.
It is Hasbro Pulse fan stream with G.I. Joe. We are
Wow.
officially amongst G.I. June, you see.
Do not.
That's what they call it. Don't get mad at me for that terrible name.
G.I. June.
Yeah. The more you know. And anyway, they're coming.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you know,
They're doing
something to
stream.
note.
They're going to show us stuff.
Ryan said that, you know, a lot of news is going to be really light, like we've been saying, until New York Comic Con. So if you're
San Diego Comic Con.
San Diego. Sorry about that. Yeah, so be prepared for very light Hasbro weeks ahead of us.
Tight. And then there's going to be one show where it's going to be 6 fucking hours long because
With no Hasbro, there'll be no Hasbro reveals. It'll be 6 hours long.
Hey, if they're not giving us the content, we got to make it. Anyway, yeah, that should be cool. I think that's it. Yeah, Transformers, all that stuff also continue to come out.
They still exist.
Oh, I think this was new too for Vintage Series. Is these boys?
God. All right, cool.
All right.
No.
What's next? Gosh darn it!
Your favorite time of the week, baby, Mezco. Let's go.
Whoa.
Oh,
Hey,
while he's
okay.
doing
What everybody
that-
wants to hear dropped today.
Wow.
Thank goodness it's 5 Points Friday. They say.
Oh,
Who in the
baby.
hell says that?
Popeye and Ox Heart box set. We saw this teased at I think Toys Fair earlier this year,
Yeah.
and boom, there it is.
There is.
What's really cool about it, in my opinion, comes with a ring
There you go.
with a crowd.
Whoa.
That guy's a fucking tank.
Yeah, dude.
It's huge. Humongous.
Literally me standing next to the pro wrestlers. When they call him the Murder Hawk monster, they mean it.
Oh my gosh.
There he is.
But yeah, 5 points. Popeye continues.
Popeye has hair. What the hell?
Depends on who draws him. He got that fade though. Look, someone did a lineup on him.
I don't like this.
The top of his head looks like an old strawberry.
Whoa, hopefully not Daryl Strawberry.
God.
Anyway,
Look at Bluto laughing at his fucking
That's
cut.
not what people are here to talk about. That's not what we're here to talk about. What people want to hear.
Uh-oh.
Whole new round of delays.
I love it.
Unfortunately,
I love it.
Really,
the
really
biggest
crazy.
one in question. It was scheduled for March through May, And then as the final days of May were ticking down, even I think it was Toy Farce even put up a post. Not Toy Offs. Toy Farce. Come on. Toy Farce put up a post earlier in the week being like, hey, you guys ready? This was on Tuesday, which was the 31st. It's like, hey, you guys ready for 89 Batman to ship later today? It says May. It has to be today.
Oh,
And then sure enough, the day after, a whole round of release updates came out. 89 Batman, unfortunately, amongst them. Pushed back to September to November, baby.
Whoa.
A whole 6 months from the beginning of the window, March through May, September to November.
Let's take bets right now. Will they hit that mark? Yes or no?
No.
At this point, probably not. Like, I don't know.
No.
Here's something I've learned, Poncho, and maybe this will finally sink in for you. Maybe it'll finally sink in for the audience.
Wow. Preach, brother. Get on that soapbox.
It's worth waiting for quality.
Oh, true.
Know?
Oh, true. Of course. Duh.
You can get your instant gratification from every other company, but I'm all about that delayed gratification.
Look at this guy.
You know what I mean?
Look at this dude.
I'm talking about getting edged for months on end, years at this point, until finally achieving completion.
Wow. Nirvana.
That's a way to word it.
Yeah, I just figured that would be the easiest way to make the point.
It really is the easiest way you could have possibly put it.
Yeah.
I can't think of a single way that's easier.
No. So, you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. I mean, I'll say what I always say. Like, whatever. They can just... All I got to make sure is keep myself healthy, keep myself alive, and in a good mental state so that I'm actually alive to receive this.
Here we go. Oh, man.
Yes, a bunch of updates came out. So basically everything that was in this March, May to June, July window, a bunch of it all got pushed back. If we're going through DC, yes, 89 Batman, unfortunately, amongst it. Mr. Freeze is now September, November as well, so maybe we'll get him at the same time. Wouldn't that be interesting?
Wouldn't that be a miracle?
Whoa.
Little double down, KFC.
Oh God, I wish they would bring it back. God damn it!
They have it in other countries, so
Such a
there's no
guttural sound from Fabio.
Yeah, it's us that had to get rid of super sizes at McDonald's and the double down. Boy can dream. Anyway, Constantine was supposed to come out also very soon, and unfortunately he's been pushed back. October to December. Sucks. Let's see. I think that's it for DC. Yes, looks like Superman is still on track for September to November. So, and it's kind of what happens almost every year too, as far as delays. Yeah, around the holiday season, you're not gonna have any money to get gifts for anybody except yourself when all these pre-orders start coming in.
Well, it is.
Thankfully, I only have to worry about the exclusives, but either way, what else? Alien. The concept Alien was due to ship almost immediately, very soon.
Any day now.
Yeah.
Any day now.
The exact same time as the regular Alien. So you'll just be getting double aliened up, you know?
Could you imagine that?
If we're moving into Marvel, I'll tell you what it's not. It's not Morbin time because he's been pushed back to September, November as well.
I forgot this thing was even announced.
Come on, man.
You know what's crazy is that I was gonna say the opposite. Not only did I remember that he was announced, I thought he already came out. So when people said that he was delayed, I swear to God, I went in the comments that already came out, and then somebody's like, "No, I didn't." And I was like, "Ah, shit."
Egg on my face.
Up. You're gonna have to wait for Morb to satisfy you.
Oh well.
Not pushed back was Bishop, however, if you're asking. Ebony Leopard, he's still on track for August to October. I guess it's more worth it to talk about what hasn't been delayed, and that would be the Fantastic Four, which is still in July, that September window.
What a sentence you just said.
Yeah, it's definitely a shorter list at this point. Wolverine is still on track for May to July, so we might see this by summer's end.
Oh, whoa.
I hope so, because if it was going to be delayed, they would have done it.
Yeah, it would have been in this round right here. Because a bunch of stuff in this May-July window, Constantine in particular was in that May-July window, and he got pushed back. But Ghost Rider and Wolverine are in that window and missed this round of pushbacks. So
Yeah.
possibly by summer's end.
I kind of wish Mr. Mez, like, God, I swear I'm not trying to like egg anybody. I wish Mr. Mez would be just a smidge more transparent.
Yeah.
Because he said in the past that some of these delays aren't even licensing things; they're already made. It's just bad shipping. Like, it'd be kind of nice if he was like, "Hey, just letting you know, like these ones right here, this is just it's already shipped to us. It's gonna take a long time. We've got delays." Like, I would really enjoy just that little bit more of transparency, and I think
Yeah.
a lot of people's issues would be like resolved that way too.
Yeah, the only time they've ever really done that was, well, I guess, yeah, when Mez kind of talked about it on an interview, and then when around the holiday season, they sent out like an email just saying like, hey, we know that, we've got all these shipping delays, but the holiday items in particular, we are aiming to have in your hands actually by the holiday season.
Next holiday.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
that
every
was
day's
one
a
of
holiday
them.
when you get a Mezco in the mail. Am I right, brother? Let's go. Pancho, you were
Fucking thing sucks.
So yeah, Wolverine and Ghost Rider are still on track for, we are in the midst of the window right now, so hopefully those remain.
Oh no, not me.
Someone asking about Death Dealer. He was pushed back in the last round of pushbacks to June, August. So we are in that window right now. So hopefully. Other little randos. Do you guys like Silent Hill?
Somewhere deep down
Oh
inside.
boy, do I?
I don't see.
It's a box
my bad.
set.
I didn't even see it right there. Hang on, my bad. Red Pyramid Thing. Yes, he was also pushed back. November,
Shocker.
January 2023, baby.
Shocker,
Damn.
shocker.
That's coming by the holiday for sure. And then another interesting one to show that it doesn't just extend to the licensed stuff, and they're not purposely only delaying the licensed stuff, so you're locked into buying strictly Rumble Society and keeping this hamster wheel going. The Crew Builder set, which you would have thought would be like pretty like easy to make available, also been pushed back to August, October.
I gotta think this one is a shipping one.
Yeah, it must be.
There really shouldn't be delays on this one.
Because this is just the Nemo body with some new heads and hands and stuff. So you would think, yeah, for sure. But this is brand wide.
Wow.
And then finally for you G.I. Josephs out there, Roadblock, September, November. September, November is getting stacked, baby. You're gonna have
expect those delays.
I was gonna say expect a lot of delays with so many things in that area.
Well, that's why we're doing 2 Mezco segments, because as 112 Trevor, 16 Shooter said, we're doing this Mezco segment at the beginning right now, telling you about these delays. By the end of the show, when we reach the second Mezco segment, there will be another shipping delay update.
Oh,
and we will talk about it then. But yeah, bunch of stuff been delayed. Pretty par for the course for Mezco, but you know what? It's just like waiting for the right woman to come along, or the right partner to come along. It's worth waiting.
No.
Oh, you disagree with that, Punch?
I mean, the stark difference is I didn't like pre-purchase like vouchers for dates for these women that I'm waiting for, whereas with these you're like putting down an NDR and all that stuff for some of them.
That does happen when you're dating, though. Like, hey, I'll get you tickets for the show, and then the show comes along, and they're like, "Yeah, sorry, can't make it." Like, that happens.
I do agree.
Not to me, but it happens.
Oh yeah, no, not to me, of course not. No,
never to me. I don't think anybody suggested that, sir. Please.
Oh man, I do agree with Rick though. Like, just a little bit of transparency, maybe not with everything, but like just some stuff. You know, like I get that at this point, like it's just part of the brand. Like, whether or not they delay these or not, or whether or not they give an explanation for these delays or not, it's still going to be a topic of discussion. People are going to talk about it. It's going to become like the Mezco is going to buzz around the community, and they'll still get the same amount of exposure no matter what. So why bother burdening that exposure with like real problems they're having whereas they can just stay quiet and it's just all speculation. So
Yeah.
I mean,
It is on brand for them for sure.
very much
You're
so.
giving us
want
content, baby.
They want everyone to get worked and do a shoot, brother.
That's it.
You know?
That's how it goes.
But in the G.I. Joe space, Destro still, we are in the window for June, August for Destro. So
That's it.
hopefully he holds.
Look at that
But if
Colgate smile.
It's always like what happened with Conan. Like he got delayed like crazy too, you know? And then when he finally came out and people got it in hand, you're like, yo, this is figure of the year. So
That's true.
it is worth waiting for, you know, that quality in my opinion. But I say that as someone who like doesn't buy really anything else. So it's like, oh, okay, I'll just wait longer to get my thing. That's fine.
Yeah, and again, like I have no problem waiting for like good stuff. Like I say it all the time, but like before I did figures, I did video games, and I still play video games. And like clockwork, every single time a new Zelda game is announced, they miss like the first like 3 windows, and they always say like, "Hey, we just need some more time." And at that point, I'm like, "All right, tight, just let it cook. I don't care as long as it's good. Like I don't care." But
what is the quote from Mr. Nintendo where he's like,
Mr. Nintendo said a rush game will always be bad, but a delayed game will eventually be good.
yeah,
Yes,
I'm good with that.
that.
I just don't know how everyone else gets like so worked up about all this.
I think it's
like,
because it's obviously because money is involved. You know, if these were just like
oh, I'm sorry. If anyone is suffering from sunk cost fallacy with the Mezco 112 collective line,
Well,
it's me,
no,
and I'm the one just like, all right, cool. I'll just
you can't
wait
make
longer.
that. You can't
Whatever.
make that. You can't make that. You can't do that.
What?
You can't do
I
that.
have the most. I literally have the most skin in the game, and I'm just like, it's cool. I'll just focus on other things for now.
Well, I mean that works for you, obviously, but you know we're dealing with the opinions of like hundreds of thousands of different people. That's like me. That's like me saying like when people complain about a Dragon Ball SHF, I'm like, well, I bought it. I don't give a shit. Like, look at me. Well, I'm in the Seinfeld house now, but behind me are like hundreds of SHFs. Like, I will buy every SHF. And like I love the franchise so much that just the fact that it exists in plastic form is good enough for me. But then of course I can see like the problems with it, but I won't like hard focus on the problems. But to say that because I don't see the problems or it doesn't bother me shouldn't, and that applies to everybody else, it would be irresponsible, my friend.
I mean, it does. Not to say it doesn't bother me. Like, yeah, it sucks. I want my product. You know,
Sure.
I paid for this Michael Keaton Batman 2 years ago. I want my shit. You know, but it's like, oh, okay, cool. It's not coming when I expected it. I'll just focus on other things for now, and not get worked up about it and let it ruin my day. And I don't know, just live my life. Continue to make good choices and not get into car accidents so I can live to see these toys.
I can see that for sure. But like after so many times, how can you as a casual fan of Mezco, like that can be your outlook for like the first 2 times he's been delayed. But like, you know, after
I think it gets easier each time, actually.
No, you can't.
No, it doesn't.
I think it does, actually.
Oh my
now I'm
God.
just used to waiting for it.
Yeah, my dad tells me that he's gonna pick me up every Sunday, and he never shows up. And I tell you what, it feels better every time.
Oh man,
it feels better every time.
incredible. Cap Live saying, doesn't Poncho do that when he sees people break imports though? Surely not. Every break is ham hands. Every break is ham hands, dog. When you're dealing with imports, stop fucking having ham hands. It's quite easy. Anyway, continue.
Trevor's asking, but why? Is there an issue? Are they working on it? What is the issue?
That's true.
I don't know. And I guess I just don't worry about shit that I can't control.
I mean, at the end of the day,
anonymous dude is saying.
What's he saying?
Anonymous dude says, control what you can control, baby.
That's true. Like, that's also very true, but like, you know, you have a very positive outlook on this brand because this is your brand. It's the only thing you
I'm like that
buy.
with everything, though, if I'm honest.
Interesting.
Most things.
Like, I'll say I agree with like Trevor and what Rick said earlier. Like, you know, just a little bit more transparency. Like like I said earlier, like I can understand why they don't want to talk, like they don't want to bring negativity to their brand by explaining away why their products are delayed. But like, you know, surely any experienced PR person can like spin this in a good way. Like, oh, Mezco Batman is delayed again. Oh, but don't worry, he's delayed because we're trying to find the best execution for a seamless body type, for like our first seamless body figure. Like we want it to be as good as possible. We want to knock it out of the park. So just please allow us a little bit more time. So I mean, I don't know, just a little bit more transparency would be pretty tight. I get it doesn't bother you the same way that we were having a discussion in the Discord earlier today. Everybody was wondering, like, SHF Master Roshi from Tournament of Power was announced, like, I think a year or two ago, and like they still haven't released it. A lot of people speculate it's because like the movie is coming out now, so now they had to like put 6 figure releases from the movie. Like they had to jam it into the release schedule, so now Roshi is even further out. Like for me, like everybody in the server is bugging, like they want their Roshi now. But for me, like I'll wait for the Roshi. Like I don't care. I'll buy it whenever he comes out. But I can understand why people are like, this kind of sucks that they just had to like move a whole schedule around just to, you know, just to entertain like the marketing wheel of some movie. So I get it. For sure.
I'm Reloading says, tell that to the endless loyal long-term Mezco collectors that liquidated their collections in the last year due to this radio silence. I mean, I get that, but that's like some like righteous indignation. You know what I mean? Like
that's crazy to me. Like selling your whole shit.
I don't know, man. Like I'd rather just sit and like enjoy the stuff that I have, and like I don't think I'm taking some stand if I sell all my stuff just because they're not releasing things in a steady pace. In the 112 line, they're releasing stuff across all of their other lines in a pretty steady pace, whether it's the MDS stuff or the 5 points. Like there's stuff in stock that also had similar pre-order windows and pre-order times and finally are in stock and shipping. So overall, the whole supply chain of Mezco product, they still have stuff coming. But yeah, it's a long time between these 112 releases. But then you have the odd outlier that has like a 4-month pre-order window and then ships, like Spider-Man 2099, the Golden Age Batman set that we just got. Like that, there's stuff coming, you know, but I'm not sitting here thinking like I should sell my collection because I haven't gotten a new Mezco 112 in the last 2 months. I mean, I'm honestly pretty glad that I'm like, okay, cool. My pre-order for this was back in like end of April when Death Dealer got pushed back. I'm like, okay, cool. I knew I was going to get charged for it. I had the money set aside for it in case it actually shipped in April. It didn't ship in April. That money got to get put towards something else. And I'm like, okay, cool. All good. I'll just get it when it comes out. I'll have the money ready for when this next window comes, you know?
But, you know, as a collector, it's completely understandable to be over this company. I completely understand, like, yeah, man, I don't like these windows. I don't like the radio silence. Like, I'd rather just not collect this line. It makes sense. I'm not one of those people. I'm championing for them, but I promise you, I'm in a very similar window. I don't care. I don't want to spend that money right now, so I don't care that these things get delayed. I just get to have more money right now. So
yeah,
I don't mind. But I can completely understand someone just being frustrated with the lack of communication, things being pushed back, with the releases that you want not being, you know, not coming in time. I understand it, but yeah, I see both sides of it. Although personally, like you, I don't care that these are getting pushed back. I don't want to spend money right now, so they're saving me not having to spend right now. So I don't personally mind, but I completely understand why people do mind, and I personally would also like some little bit of like, you know, transparency, you know, an email like, hey, these figures are a lot tougher than we thought. The last thing we want to do is give you something bad. Like, keep being patient. It's coming. Thanks. Like, boom. Not like, you know, that would be nice. But again, still, I don't mind these delays. It's funny, makes for good content, and I don't have to spend money. So win-win for me. But I can understand people being upset.
I don't know. I think people just need to chill a little bit.
No, you can't say
Yeah.
that.
It's gonna take a little longer because Mr. Freeze was also delayed, but everybody chill.
No,
Like-
no.
I don't know. I think I'm glad that I've like reached a point where my like collecting, like this hobby in general, has become a very like much more passive thing for me. It's not something I have to think about constantly and is at the forefront of my head all the time. I'm glad that things are like, at least for me, chilled out to the point where I'm not constantly worrying about pre-orders every day, every week, whatever. Just like the one brand, maybe like the odd third party thing here and there. Just like, you know, it's a little more relaxed. Like I'm not really getting too stressed out about it. I don't have to worry about constantly having the money ready right away for a thing all the time, every week. You know, if you had to keep up with Hasbro pre-orders, like I would get so stressed out doing that. I'm glad I don't have to go hunting. Again, it's like become a very passive thing for me. And that works for me and that's cool. And like, I don't know. I think I would rather, I would encourage people to kind of find that for them. And I get it. If it isn't, if you want collecting to be a super active thing that you think about all the time and you make it, you know, your life constantly, then yeah, Mezco is like not really for that. And that's why we get like, I ironically again on my streams go into the conspiracy theory of everything when even the slightest hint of a breadcrumb of a QR code in one of these stupid mini comics drops and it's like, oh, because the next thing is coming. Yeah, it's fun to get excited about that because it is such a tiny drip feed of content that we get from Mezco all the time. So we just ride out that joke. I'd rather enjoy that aspect of it than like, I don't know, get worked up over what I don't have or am taking longer to get. I would just encourage people to, I don't know,
Well, it's
be
easy
that way a little bit more. And
it's
not
easier for
lower your
you
blood
to get to
pressure a little
that.
bit.
It's easier for you to get to that point when it's your favorite brand, you know.
I think it would be the opposite for me if I were collecting other brands though. Like if I was having to keep up, if I was only collecting Hasbro, for example, let's say even like Marvel Legends, I would get stressed out thinking about all these damn pre-orders I got to get on Hasbro Pulse like nearly every week, you know?
Some
Because
people
I'd be doing it the
for
same
that.
way I do it now. I'm a completist. That is my way that I collect. To me, it's worth it to have a complete collection of everything within one brand and or things that go with it. And so Hasbro putting out product constantly would just be entirely too stressful for me. And that would burn me out in much the same way that I feel people are probably getting burnt out by the lack of stuff from Mezco. Does that make sense?
To be fair, there's no money being put down most of the time with these Marvel Legends. To be fair. Yeah.
I mean, with Mezco, you only have to do the deposit, really.
I mean, yeah, but that's still money though.
Still, it's money gone.
It'd
and
be
you're
easier to justify because it's only $20 here and there, right? For the deposits.
I don't know, but when it's only $20 on like 10 plus pre-orders, you know, it adds up.
Does add up. It do be adding up though, Fabio.
It's like I said, I don't mind the delay, but I understand people's frustrations, and I do hope that they become a little more transparent, but I don't see that happening. But I wish they would. I think it would put a lot of their I think it would put a lot of their collectors' minds at ease, and it would make them more understanding.
Well, yeah, Bean is saying, yeah, Super 7 is really great about that. Brian Flynn is very transparent, and even all the emails that Super 7 sends out constantly saying, like, you know, Wave 5 Thundercats has officially left the factory. It is on the boat. It will be in our warehouse soon enough to ship. You know, that's a regular thing with Super 7. And yeah, I wish it makes sense for Mezco to do things like that more often, but I think that's just the way they've chosen to run their brand, is in that air of mystery and just letting, like we were saying, the community just talk. Here we are doing fucking 30 minutes on it just because it's like, it is such a hot topic for sure, you know? And I think that has an appeal to them that, I don't know. It's just the way they do things. I'm not excusing it, but it is just like, oh, that's the way they do things. All right, I accept it or I don't. And I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
That's the takeaway. I think that's what everybody because the way
I
you
agree.
word stuff is like you are like you do excuse it.
I accept it, you know. Like I also wish when that email came out over the holidays saying like we are actually trying to get these holiday items by the holidays. It's like, wow, like it's like when video game developers take away features in games only to sell them back to you in DLC later, you know? Like, yeah,
I feel like that.
we're getting all happy over something that should be there in the first place. I get that, for sure. I also wish that they would be more transparent and stuff. But they're not. So I'm just like, all right, cool, moving on.
True.
Let me occupy my mind with other things instead of like, I don't know, wishing for something that may not happen. I don't know.
True.
I don't know how to describe this without sounding like completely dismissive, but it's just like, hey, it is what it is. I can't control it, so I'm gonna worry about things I can control.
The biggest thing
like
is
keeping myself alive and healthy so I can live to see these figures.
The biggest thing is like, that's cool for you, but surely you must understand how the rest of the general population feels.
But that's what I'm saying. I would encourage people to maybe come a little on my side over here. It's pretty nice, you know. We got hard kombucha. We'll just chill.
Oh man! Yeah, do you have to show your ID for kombucha whenever you buy it in stores over there?
Actually, yeah, the Trader Joe's girl was very nice about it. She's like, I know, but you know, can you show me your ID anyway?
They started they started doing that here in Charleston too, and I was like, oh fuck, that's crazy.
I hate kombucha.
What? Hey man, maybe when season 2 of Fobster Live comes back, we can get Mr. Mez on, and maybe we can talk about it. Maybe that would be the platform that the Mezco collecting community deserves to hear this conversation taking place on. If that's something that you guys would like to hear, I mean, I can't be the one to pitch that. Everyone else has got to share when all that comes back, which should be very soon.
So smash the like button and let Mr. Mez know.
Machu Toy is asking with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Machu. What's up, dude? I remember from
What up?
I've seen you on the Toy Migos and all that stuff as well. But yeah. So you said if you paid for your pre-orders in full, would you feel the same way? Just curious.
That's crispy.
That's exactly how I feel because I did pay for the pre-order. I also have had 89 Batman. That money no longer exists. I paid for the NFT of the picture of the figure 2 years ago in January, and it's like, okay. The money's gone, you know, what am I going to do? I guess I could get a refund or whatever, but like, I'm just, at this point, just be happy to get the free toy. It feels free.
Not free.
So much
I'm
being ironic about it, but you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I get it.
And the charge notification or the shipping notification actually comes, I don't have to worry about having the money in my account then and there.
That's true.
It's already paid for. So they literally say in the email, sit back and relax because your figure's just coming. That's what happened with this Golden Age Batman set. I completely forgot that I paid for it in full. So when I saw the charge notification, I was not exactly liquid. And I was like, oh no, crap, here we go. Oh, I gotta check. Did I pay for it? Oh, thank goodness. A free toy is coming.
What would break you, Fabio? Like, can you think of something that would what would it take? Could you imagine if they charged you inflation and tax inflation? Oh my fucking God.
Like from the moment of pre-order and then 2 years past inflation. Oh my, that would be insane. I would laugh at first.
I would laugh, he says. I would laugh and then just pull out that credit card, baby.
Hey man, I use humor to you know, deflect most of the pain in my life.
True.
I get it.
We get it. Yeah, of course.
Hey, Kevin Johnson. What's up, KJ? What's going on, dude? He says, shout out to the squad. Coconut water equals kombucha. Or greater than kombucha. Excuse me.
Absolutely.
AJ, hell yeah.
Okay, I feel that. But
AJ, come on. I like it.
I see your coconut water and raise you coconut kombucha, or hard kombucha, which will be my next can momentarily. And it's good, but it tastes vaguely like sunscreen.
How do you know?
because I live in California, you're not allowed alcohol on the beach, so you got to put it inside an empty sunscreen bottle.
Shit.
And there's still a vague tinge of whatever fragrance is in there.
I love it.
Anyway, I don't know, man. Just the stuff be delayed. We wait around for it longer.
It's hard.
I think there's more important things in this world to like truly get worked up about.
Well, of course there are, though.
Yeah,
but in context of.
But again, this is just me. But I just don't allow myself to like really get too worked up about, again, shit that I can't control in that way. Like, you know, we had all these like protests recently over a certain Supreme Court decision, and like people will be going out to do protests and stuff, right?
You cannot compare the two.
Well, kind of in a
Kind of.
This
He
has
says.
very much devolved.
I'm trying to keep us topical, you know, so that you can't ever rewatch this and have it be current. It has to live in the moment.
True.
We
don't produce evergreen content at all.
No, not at all. This is. I am joking, but it's like I'm not as my type, as the person I am. I'm just not a protestor. I'd rather, like, I don't know, not do that, because there's a part of me that's like, well, what are you going to do? Like, it's not going to really change anything, unfortunately, given the way the system works. Like, it's not going to work. I'll ironically say, like, hey, man, I bet doing all that protesting really changed a lot of politicians' minds while you were out there. I'm glad you could do that.
What are we saying on this show? Put up the
Show
disclaimer.
has really devolved.
Disclaimer is
Flash
back up.
disclaimer. Flash disclaimer. Honestly, I don't know.
Truly?
I don't even want to make this a call to action.
Truly, honestly, please don't.
No.
Views and opinions
But I
of
bet
Fabio
if
are
at least
not
one
the
dude
views
showed
and
up outside of
opinions
Mezco headquarters, they'd be like, oh, maybe there's something to this.
They tell them to go away. They call the cops.
Yeah, probably. And guess who else does that when they protest outside their houses?
Ooh.
Jesus Christ. What are we doing?
Where
What are we doing?
Where are we?
I don't know. Whatever.
What's next?
NECA.
All right. I don't quite know how to make my sentiment any clearer.
Listen, we all know what this is really about. We're gonna bring up your ex, and you're not comfortable about it. We've been making this Mezco thing last a long time, but I think it's time to confront your ex.
All right.
Eka.
This is before we get into that, do we need to explain how irony works?
I'm sure.
Sometimes I portray points of view for satirical or comedic or entertainment purposes.
Incredible.
Sometimes. Just the same way that a lot of people's number one fear is public squeaking because they might mispronounce their worms.
What the fuck are we talking about?
We're back.
I'm not going to be the one to lead that rally, oh snap. I'm so sorry. I'll just be like, I'll wait for him.
Jesus Christ.
Anywho, are we talking NECA?
Yes, please.
Please? Hey, man. Just wait for season 2 of Fobster Live to come back. We'll get nasty. No, just kidding. Please no.
Prepare to get wet with sound.
But
Uh,
hey, hang on. Okay, all right.
Oh, fuck.
Matt Cropsey with a $5 super chat. This has truly been one of the best discussions on the podcast so far.
definitely been one of the discussions we've had
Hey.
so far.
Out of
man,
all of them?
Boog can't save you. He's watching the Yankees lose right now.
Oh no! If Boog was here, oh god, all bets are off. I
It would
don't
have
know how
never
long
gotten this far.
No, we surely would not have.
That's what it is, 1-6 shooter. Let's
Let's
stop
talk-
talking about my abusive ex. Let's talk about my ex. Well, I mean, it makes perfect sense because I'm a needy, codependent collector, and I'm just dating a narcissistic toy company. We're drawn to each other, unfortunately.
Oh my god.
What's going on with NECA?
Yeah, we talked about this last week.
Yeah, so they were saying that last week they said that they were going to be putting up the date for the pre-orders for the Comic-Con exclusives. That day was today.
Whoa.
The pre-orders went up, and I believe they lasted for a while. And from what I heard, it probably wasn't too hard to get. I didn't try, but
Neither did I.
I don't like or reply to any of her posts, but I do check the stories just to see like what's going on,
Yeah, you like the text message when she says, "Hey, tell your mom happy birthday for me."
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
Well,
I
yeah,
blocked
my mom-
her
she
on
can
Twitter.
herself.
I'm the one that blocked her.
Yeah, so I can still see her shit.
Hey. All right, so that was today. The Comic-Con exclusives once again. It was the Dungeons and Dragons Lost Wave 4-pack,
Whoa.
which they put up a little commercial for that was pretty entertaining. We'll
They
play that in
did.
a sec.
They sure did.
I guess we can play it now while we're on the topic. Here we go.
Yeah, why not?
Done in like that classic LJN style.
I love it.
Okay, this is it's coming off like that SNL skit of the Star Wars
It
collectors.
really is. It's a really cool commercial. I had an idea to do like commercials in this style for like some A.C.B.A content. I just could never find the right fit. I wanted to do it.
You could copy the old Irwin Toys commercials for.
Oh, I
Dragon
sure
Ball.
could. I give everybody a Uzi and a fucking rocket launcher.
Exactly, man.
All I'm saying is, Mezco did it first.
Oh my god!
Jesus Christ.
Commander Gomes commercial. It is cool though. I just love how like, I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be like in the day the toys are marketed towards kids. These are clearly marketed towards like 40-year-old men, and that's exactly who they got for
That's
this.
it. 40-year-olds.
You know?
I love it.
40 years
Imagine how much
old.
crap they would have gotten. They got some like cute, trendy models to do this.
Could you
God.
imagine?
No, they really should have gotten. They should have gotten Vin Diesel.
Oh, yeah,
my
that's what.
God. Vincenzo, he's not working right now.
And this guy, his name is Chomp.
Loves eating concrete.
Yeah, so that's Dungeons and Dragons Wave 4. The rest of the exclusives: the Thing poster figure, the Gremlins 2 wedding dress Greta, and then the Premonition of a Premutation.
Whoa.
We're back
Whoa.
for the
A
Turtles.
lot of buzzwords.
That's it.
That's it. You love it. You love to see it. Couple of teases. The final tease of
This was so sick.
Monster
This is so cool.
Mayhem.
Whoa.
It's creepy.
This is where your
out,
super
bro.
chats are going, guys. The budget
I
just
know.
keeps increasing
Wow.
every episode. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much. What about Master Splinter as
A rat detective.
Van
Right.
Helsing, dude? Come on, I'm just teeing you up. The perfect alley oop.
Great
Yeah, it's
rat-
Splinter as Von Helsing,
Love it. This is genius.
right? Pretty cool. I tell you what, he won't come with this chandelier, or this candelabra. Excuse me, big difference.
I was gonna say that's not
It's
a
like-
chandelier.
It's the difference between a stalagmite and a stalactite. I get confused.
Oh, yeah.
This jar and these books do not come with him because I have those from I think
Hobby
Michael's
Lobby?
or Hobby Lobby or something.
They're all from Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, the books in the background here too. But maybe this skull,
Maybe.
maybe this
Maybe.
book and map thing, maybe this crucifix.
What's he roasting marshmallows? What's going on in his left hand right
I
there?
think it's garlic.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
okay.
garlic on an arrow.
Oh yeah, it is. That's actually fun.
Who's gonna be the vampire? Shredder?
Damn, he's about to shoot that crossbow right into my gravy.
Ah, Jesus
Slap a couple of
Christ.
macaronis on there while you're at it.
Technically, everything's macaroni.
Yeah, read your pasta package. They all say enriched macaroni product. It's all macaroni, baby. Yeah, that was the final reveal of. I love Motu Dubes. I thought NECA was making Chip and Dale figures at first.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, pretty cool. That's the shred or the Splinter. What about? And I told you just from the teaser, I called it. This is, in fact, the Boar Predator.
Looks like every other predator we've seen.
So different from
Trained
all the
eye,
ones
maybe.
before.
That's
What does that say about you?
Well, I'm quite untrained. Train me.
Well, it's the Boar Predator. As he appeared in the movie,
Uh-huh.
was basically like this, but with the mask. So
Okay.
they've gone and given him a new unmasked head, a new kind of armor overlay that you can slip on and off, it looks like. And this is how he appeared in the movie, just very, very minimalistic. He's on that new ultimate body,
Mm-hmm.
new unmasked head, double jointed elbows and knees,
Cheeked
torso
up.
diaphragm, blast effects. Yeah, looking cool.
Got
But yes, he
Jen
is just like every other predator.
There you go.
But that's the thing. They all are part of a tribe.
Wow.
They're part of the lost tribe
That's
altogether.
true.
It's those very slight differences that really set them apart, you
There you
see.
go.
I appreciate that you talk so nicely about your ex.
I wish her nothing but the best.
Well,
real
I mean, we
grown-up.
ended things amicably.
Real grown up, man. I like it.
This wasn't some long drawn out court case like we've been seeing here.
Oh no.
Oh,
Hey,
who the hell is this?
this is the Creep from
Oh.
Creepshow.
In a bathrobe?
Ultimate. Pretty much, yeah.
Man, they really got to go back to the drawing board with that cloak, huh?
This guy-
Considering that this is like the ultimate figure, it seems like the robe is like the same size as like the 8-inch figure.
Yeah,
you know?
it's pretty crazy.
It's a little big, but
Little.
maybe it's on brand.
Yeah, man, this is doth mother know you weareth her drapes?
Oh my goodness. I didn't know Rick had classical theater training.
This
You
looks
get multiple heads. If nothing else, it's just take the robes off. It's just a zombie dead guy, huh?
yeah, just
with
take
a
the
pump.
robes off. I wonder if it's on the same body as the other one.
Nah, if it's an ultimate, it's got to be on an all new body because the regular 8-inch one would be on that like Mego style body with single joints and elbows.
Well, no, well, maybe it wasn't Creepshow, but there was another NECA figure that was very similar to this. Came in like robes and shit, and it was like a ghoulish looking guy. I don't know.
Ghost face.
I don't know.
Oh,
It was
Steve Goulman.
Yeah, Steve, old Steve Goulman. It was.
I remember Steve.
How the fuck do you do this? It came in
High
this.
school valedictorian, Steve Goulman.
It came with that. You see that?
Oh.
Ooh, spooky.
Whatever, dude. Just take this off and put it on your Christian Bale Gore the God Butcher.
Oh, God.
Whoa, you're giving out the sauce tonight, huh?
I'm saying, bro. I don't just have controversial political opinions, apparently.
You picked the analogy, not us.
It's all love. Flash the damn
That's
disclaimer.
yeah. You know what? Hey, guess what? It's all love. You know.
Mhm. Hey, thank you so much.
Incredible. Real quick, Warlock 1992 hit us with 5 earlier in this show. He said,
Oh, hey.
happy Friday, yo P. You think we'll ever be getting that Super Saiyan 2 Goku they showed years ago? That could be a con exclusive. So no, that's just your 2 head, no head.
So no head.
I think we'll definitely get it for sure somewhere down the line. I just feel like maybe it's a situation where they don't want to re-release another Goku like standard buck, and the only thing different is the head. Maybe they're waiting to pack it in with something or whatnot, but it's going to be out there for sure.
You know, you might want to play the X-Files song right now.
Let's go.
Because here's my thinking. Finally, give us 2 things we've always wanted. Give us that fucking winged Goku and throw that 2 head in there just for shits and giggles. Come on. I'd like both. Honestly.
I like where your mind went there, Rick. Hell yeah. Thank you, Warlock.
I do it again.
And is that it for NECA? Huh? Koopa
I think
Steve.
so, yeah.
Koopa
Ideally.
Steve said, "Please, Steve Goulman was my father."
Oh Jesus!
Oh man, Fat Man said that creep figures is how I'm gonna look when I get my Mezco pre-orders.
I would hope to look this good when they come in.
Jesus Christ!
The incredible. Next up
That's
is
only because you're worrying about them profoundly every minute of your life. You sit back.
Oh my God!
Those frown lines on your forehead won't come in so prominently.
That's it. You know what? Just forget about those hundreds of dollars you spend in non-refundable deposits, and your worries will melt away, brother.
What's next?
Well, here's another thing. Just I only get pre-orders. I only get pre-orders for the exclusive.
Oh my
Everything else, I
God.
just wait for it to come in stock, and then I get it locally or at the store or whatever, you know. Again, all very passive. Yeah, I only have to worry about the exclusives, so it's more like dozens of dollars in non-refundable deposits.
Dozens of dollars, he says. All right, let's move on. Super 7. What did they show? Where are we?
Hey man, people like the controversy apparently. Yeah, let's talk a little bit of Super 7. Did we talk about this?
We did. I think so.
Okay, all right. Because
The devil.
this is incredible.
It's the devil, literally.
This is one of the knights in Satan's service from the band Kiss. Just kidding. It is the Show No Mercy demon from the cover of the first Slayer album. We didn't talk about. I think we talked about the teaser. I don't know if we talked about the full solicit because this was 3 days ago.
Teasers.
Okay. All right. Well, there he is.
We talked about this one. Okay, we did talk about it. Yeah, it was a week
What
ago.
the fuck is up with that creepy ass Pinocchio picture, huh?
They're just trying to sell this thing.
Fuck. Like, that's not magical. That's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
That figure.
Some people find creepiness to be very magical.
Well, some people.
What are you gonna say about that figure, Puncher?
They're just trying to do anything to sell that Pinocchio figure. Those poor wave one of the Disney Super 7 figures, like the sculpts are fantastic, but like they just don't move, unfortunately.
This one is a 16-inch supersize figure.
Holy
shit. It's almost like a 1-1 scale.
Those figures, man, they're bricks. Bricks with limbs.
Yeah, they just don't move. It's such a bummer. I saw all three at a con, and like I just had to pass. I couldn't do it. I was like, $180? Nah, I'm cool.
I had my pre-orders come in, and BBTS was like, "Hey, because just like any smart man would, I put an expired card on my BBTS."
Hell yeah, brother! Let's go.
Nice.
And then when they tell me like, "Hey, update," and then I look at a review. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not paying $185 for this.
Yeah.
You're out of your fucking mind. You think I'm paying $185 for statues?
Yeah, it's rough.
No thanks. When they're supposed to be articulated. Not that I have anything against statues.
I do. Fuck statues.
Oh, my God, you're something else, pal.
You know what's so funny? Like, before the in joke with me and my wife was like, we would watch YouTube videos of like room displays. And, she'll like, jokingly give me shit about my collection. There's a little bit of truth there, obviously. But, like the joke used to be like, well, at least I'm not a hot toy collector. Like then I'd have no money. Then I started buying hot toys. And then now the joke is like, well, at least I'm not a statue collector. And, cause those statues get crazy expensive.
And Mezco is moving the goalpost.
No, stop it. Stop.
Not only do statues get crazy big, they get crazy expensive, and there's so many from Dragon Ball. These companies, these third-party Dragon Ball companies, you think the Transformers community doesn't give a fuck? Hold their fucking beer. Because the third-party / bootleg market for Dragon Ball Z makes it look like a baby's bottom.
Yeah, it's crazy. I only have one resin Dragon Ball statue. Like that's it. That's all I could do.
The wedding one, right?
Yeah, it's the wedding one, and we put it on our wedding. So it's
fun.
Bro, that's actually super brilliant.
It is. It's great.
Just only putting expensive toys on your wedding registry.
Well, no, I mean, like I bought it myself.
Oh,
it was like it was right above like our registry or whatever. Tim Smith says, "Quick, best way to enjoy Pepsi Nitro." Crack it open, baby. I don't know what to tell you.
No, you gotta turn it upside down first.
Oh yeah,
turn it right side up.
True.
And then crack it open and pour it over some Ice Crown Royal.
That's true. I like truly like Pepsi Nitro. I still have a ton in my fridge. It is not enjoyable without alcohol.
Yeah.
Snowcat also hit us with $5. Thank you. Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to Snowcat. They hit me up on Instagram and then Discord with like some suggestions for the podcast. They suggested that we bring back chapters. So I went ahead last week and I took some time and I put chapters up in the show. So if you enjoyed the chapters in last week's show, big shout out to Snowcat. They suggested it.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, thank you.
Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
As long as you're not shitting on us, please give us. Let us know. So some of these people in these comments are kind of crazy. Although I don't read them. You know, a lot of people tell me about them, and I'm like, oh damn.
A lot of people tell me. I hear whispers in the streets.
You're gonna want to hear this one because VLR Sierra 117 has the comment of chat right now. Puts an expired card on file. Hey Rick, you dropped this.
Hell yeah.
Crown emoji.
Crown baby.
I thank you, good sir.
I will not publicly shame this person, but I did tell a friend about that, and I was because they're bugging out about constantly getting charged for stuff that they don't want or that they realize they don't want anymore, and I was like, just put an expired card on there, and they're like, oh no, I'd feel bad. You feel bad for who?
For the
independent toy company called Big Bad Toy Store.
For the biggest toy store in the United States. Yeah, sorry. Excuse me while I don't tear up for them.
Hell yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. So people are putting so many things on their pre-order list that they can't keep up with it and are using cards to figure out whether they want them or not. And yet I'm the crazy person for being like, stuff's delayed. Less stuff that I got to get charged for. This is great.
All right, so back to this demon from Slayer cover.
Yeah, all right. I just want to know. I just want to know where we stand here. Okay,
Slayer,
so
baby.
I wanted to bring this back up because, as I said earlier, I went to lunch with Kyle Wadiga. Shout out to Kyle Wadiga. I don't know if he watches the podcast, but Kevin, you're here watching. Maybe you can tell him I shouted him out, and he can watch the podcast. But
fuck,
that's one way to go about it. Okay.
I gleaned a little insight on this because I was very, very excited about it. I think this is dope. Again, this is off the cover of the first Slayer album, Show No Mercy, which has one of my favorite Slayer song, Black Magic. It's a sick song. It's one of the first songs I ever learned on guitar, so
wow,
very connected to it.
Personal
And yeah, this is a really sick demon. And we were talking about I'm never gonna get mad about clever reuse or whatever, but it's silly when the reuse is dumb or whatever. But he's like, oh, well, we actually reused the NJPW New Japan Pro Wrestling torso for this Slayer demon.
That's cool.
And I was like, what? That's absolutely brilliant. I think it's he said it was different arms and everything else because of the sculpting, but the torso is from those NJPW figures, whichever one that is. They had a couple different sculpts, but I was like, wow, that's actually super brilliant. So just a little bit of insight on that.
Little peek behind the curtain.
Yeah, but a peek behind this the CJ tailored curtain.
Yes.
Okay, that's dope. I pre-ordered it. Love the sword. Love the hands. I'm gonna have him pose like this for sure. He's gonna be playing guitar for King Diamond, who's fronting the band. And he kind of teased another metal icon who has a mascot that I am for sure getting it if and when that drops. Hopefully it's an ultimate, but he did say that they have the license, so if it leads to an ultimate, I would be very, very stoked for that. And just because I'm wearing the Metallica shirt, that does not mean it's Metallica. Unfortunately, as he said, some bands just don't care about making money like that. So Metallica stuff, unfortunately, probably a long ways off, if ever. They also announced, speaking of music, rock icons, how about the Sex Pistols?
About them.
What do you know about the Sex Pistols, Pancho?
I know that they have a Disney show called Pistols, and that's all I know.
You.
Gosh, you were so close.
They have. I don't know if fucking anything. What?
I thought you were a big punk rock guy from way back in the day, bro. Come on.
I was, but I was like more. It wasn't Sex Pistols. I was listening to
man,
like NoFX and stuff like that.
What about Rancid? You a Rancid fan?
No, I didn't listen to Rancid, unfortunately.
This guy was listening to Sum 41 and
that's pop punk. I'm talking.
I wouldn't say it's Sum
classic
41.
punk.
I was listening to like at the moment, all I can think about is NoFX. Like I was listening to them and just those kind of punk bands that were around at that time. I didn't go back in time and listen to where it all started, which I probably should have.
To your elders.
I know. All right, what about it?
So they're doing. I mean, they got the license.
Okay,
it could mean reactions. It could mean ultimates. Who knows? But there's a new FX show coming out. I think it just came out actually. So that'll be it's on Hulu. So maybe I should actually check that out.
Oh, maybe that is and maybe it was FX, not Disney. I don't know why I thought Disney.
Yeah.
I think for overseas it is on Disney Plus.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. Poncho, are you using a VPN to look like you're watching from overseas?
Oh no.
Today's sponsor, Surfshark VPN.
Yeah,
Nobody likes to be.
And if you want to look comfortable while streaming from Surfshark VPN, you can get yourself one of these eWin chairs. Use code Boog for 10% off at checkout. I've been sitting here in comfort the entire time as I watch the Mezco community eat itself alive.
Didn't even feel like he was sitting. It felt like he was floating.
That's it.
But yeah, I mean, also from chatting with Kyle, and it's evident, obviously, just from the way Super 7 does things, Brian Flynn is a big Punk fan. So this makes sense with, again, all the Rancid and Misfit stuff that they've done. Sex Pistols would be in there. Mm-hmm. What's the name of their one album? Sex Pistols was literally one album. Do you know it? Anyone? Ponch?
Yeah, it's called Sexual Pistols.
God, you're so close.
Sexual Pistols.
Everyone's tangential knowledge of these things is so entertaining to me. But anyway, never mind the bollocks. Let's talk about this.
Incredible.
Wave 3 of, I think this would be wave 3 of Transformers, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, you kids want to see a dead body?
Yeah, so Kyle actually also worked on the first wave of Transformers, 2 of the figures at least, Optimus Prime and Starscream. So here they are, reusing, parts of that Optimus Prime now in grayed out, dead fashion.
Yeah, there's a lot of different versions of Optimus Prime you could and should have done before in this, but people hated this. This is a thing people fucking hate. So, but hey, cool. No.
He even got the wound in the abs, he says.
Wow.
Whoa.
And that grill is fucked up, huh? It looks like a dash cam after footage.
Warlocked in chat says it's never mind the bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistols. That sounds like the classic version of anyway. Here's Wonderwall.
Yeah.
So anyway, here's Wonderwall. Incredible. Great segue, by the way, Fabio.
Of course. Those are the only kind I have.
That's all I have. Let me have it.
You should consider yourself lucky they're giving you the dead, actually Optimus Prime. They could have just painted him blue and called him Ultra Magnus.
What was the third party name for him? David or some shit like that?
David. Or no, yeah, just David. All caps. David. So here's Dead David.
Dead David.
Hopefully, there'll be some articulation fixes, but I highly doubt it. Dead David.
No, unfortunately, that was a decision that came from the top as far as the range of motion on this.
Oh yeah, that's right.
If it wasn't for the fact that this Optimus came with a basketball, I would honestly have disdain for it.
Yeah, that's a giant basketball.
Hey, when you ball, you ball.
I know Optimus Prime is going to be just showing up to the court, be like, "Yo, do you want to ball up?"
Bike. Never seen this dunk.
Optimus Prime in my head just sounds like Jesse Ventura.
Oh yeah, it's Jesse Ventura the robot.
Yeah.
Aliens. They're canceling the movie.
Anyway, I think that's it for Super 7. Wait, no, they announced this. Toho Ultimate Wave 2, cool. Burning Godzilla and Mecha Godzilla.
I mean, obviously, these things are bricks. They're not going to move, but they look cool.
Yeah, he's thicked up.
Yeah, dude.
Couple thickies, huh?
That's
it. He's going to have, I think these are up. Yeah, pre-order now up. These, I guess we can show the solicit real quick.
Yeah, it's literally...
Oh, God. My dark mode does not let me see any links. Okay, or lack of dark mode. Here we go.
It's literally Thicky with the blicky,
$85 each, $170 for the wave. Look at all the cool stuff you get with Godzilla.
I mean, can you call 2 figures a wave? I think that's really good.
Yeah, that's stretching it kind of thin.
Yeah. Oh no.
Then if that's the case, I just got a wave of Mezcos in this background pack right here.
Oh
Right here.
my god.
Oh man.
How good was that point? Come on, I got it the first try. Yeah, right there. You see it?
That's good.
You know
good,
what?
good.
All right, all right.
I'll give it to them. Even though these things are gonna move like a snail, no, I'll give it to them. Like unless they're monster arts, they don't really move anyways.
Yeah,
So,
true.
From any other
Godzilla
level.
looks really good, though. I'll say.
Oh yeah, it looks really good. I mean, I'd wife them up.
Whoa! Wait, I was trying to see the length picture. Where'd the length picture go? Come on, there it is. 8 inches tall, 14 inches long.
That's par for the course, baby.
That's for you size queen collectors.
Long guys.
If anything, I think that's too big. I think that's uncomfortable.
Too big.
Plenty of other better figures that are at a smaller size. I don't know.
Well, you're not gonna want to. I don't know. Never mind. I'm not even gonna
Look
say
at
that.
that
How about
howling,
Andre the Giant has a new ultimate as well.
Does he?
This one is nuts.
Is it? Why?
Yeah, let's get
Hey,
into
you
these
know-
faces.
Does it come
Hey,
in
you know
nuts?
what, man? You failed to bring up earlier that we had a huge moment in wrestling history. We got the first announcement of an Owen Hart figure.
That's true. Oh yeah, we can go back and talk about all that.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up earlier, but then we got lost in the Mezco sauce, and you know,
As one does. It's not even Sunday. Look at all this Mezco gravy we be stewing.
Oh my
Sunday
god.
saucies.
Yeah. It's this
I'm
head in
looking at-
particular that is just like, what the heck?
Oh my god! What's happening? This looks like a puppet of him.
You're tearing me apart.
He looks like fucking the human version of Monstro. What the fuck
Yeah.
is going on?
You know what this is? This is like if you gave AI a picture of the Thing, and we're like, "What does he look like as a human?" And then it converted it to this.
I'm the trash man. You see, I come in the ring and I start throwing garbage. And then I start eating the garbage.
I'm the trash man.
all over the ring. I believe that's it for Super 7. That's new to talk about. We don't really talk reaction too much, although shout out to Kyle once again. He gifted me a couple of heavy metal reaction figures, so that was very cool. He gave me
Oh,
the
that's nice.
Ghost Papa Emeritus II, which was dope.
Who was
And
that? Who was that
Eddie
skull?
from Iron Maiden from the single cover of The Flight of Icarus.
Flight of Icarus.
Flight of Icarus.
There's
You
a
know.
skull figure up there. Maybe it was.
I think yeah, that's it for Super 7. So yeah, we can talk about. Oh God, I scared myself.
The fucking jump scare.
Is that the Wicked Witch of the East?
Oh no.
Go female lawyer.
Let's go to Ringside Collectibles real quick. Also, another shout out to JP, the guy who runs Ringside Collectibles, because I did an episode of my friend's show, A Toy Kind of Mood, where we talked about the previous AEW Fan Fest at Revolution pay-per-view. And JP was on there, Jonathan Pontkowski. I don't always know how to pronounce that, so I just stick with JP.
Great name.
And after we did that stream, he sent Travis some stuff for the two of us, and he sent me the ringside exclusive Darby that comes in like the coffin. I did get a free toy then, or like a
Darby
toy
Allin.
that I could show off.
Okay.
I'll go get it when someone else talks, but I did get the Darby exclusive in the coffin that comes with a soft goods body bag.
Whoa.
You heard that right.
Whoa.
Yes. Okay, so this was Double or Nothing Fan Fest this past Saturday. It's the big wrestling pay-per-view, and while they're there, they do a big showcase for all the new figures. Let's take a look at some of the stuff Ringside posted. Here's the new Supreme Edition Cody Rhodes, which is basically their answer to WWE's like Ultimates series. So it's the Supreme Collection. And
It's
these
not
are
there
interesting because,
anymore.
this is the first time we're seeing them in package and just seeing just how the package in general works. But with these, you get pinless joints, you get way more like multiple heads and hands to interchange, but also interchangeable like legs and ring gear too. So you can like swap them off at the torso and she can have like pants on like she's not in her wrestling gear, you know?
Yeah, it's on
which
the
is
ground.
super interesting. Here's Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
Wow, she is horrifying. Huh?
The face is a little rough for sure. Wait,
Britsburg.
I have these. These are coin holders.
Yeah.
I literally have those acrylic coin holders.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
You hold coins or what?
Yeah, those are for my Mezco tchotchkes, my challenge coin sets.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a little. I mean, it does look like her, but in an animated sort of fashion. So yeah, you can swap off the arms and put on like a jacket and stuff, so she can have like a jacket entrance look or entrance jacket. And then you can swap on some legs if you want her out of regular ring gear. Soft goods shirt. The old AEW Women's Championship belt. Obviously, it was too late by that point, but
This is really horrifying.
this one, yes,
Really
maybe.
bad. It looks like a girl who loves to call herself like Harley Quinn.
I'm the Harley Quinn of my friends group.
Jesus
I love my
Christ.
Joker.
Oh,
There are more pictures of Cody. Yeah, okay, here we go. So here's Cody Rhodes, no longer
He
with
doesn't
us.
even go here.
He's back in WWE, but here he is. There he goes. You get swappable legs, so you can put him in different ring gear. The arms swap off, so you can have him outside of his jacket look, which is a great way to do this instead of just having like a hard plastic jacket for all of it. You know, another soft good shirt, different weight belts you can put on him, microphone, different head expressions.
Oh my god.
This head is good. This one is weird. This is Homelander Cody.
That's a head sculpt, all right. Heard that show just came back. I gotta watch The Boys.
Yeah, I watched all 3 episodes last night.
holy
This show
shit!
Quite
must,
good.
though.
This is him in Dynamite Grand Slam and his Homelander gear. That's dope. Okay, now let's take a look at some of the protos for some of the other waves.
Seven head.
It's Jungle Boy, bro.
This guy literally looks like he's from Lord of the Rings.
And he could be. There's a
Give it
chase
to me.
version as well with a different ring gear. This is the son of actor Luke Perry, who passed away.
Is it really?
Yep.
Rest in peace, Luke Perry.
Jungle Jack Perry
Holy
is
shit.
what they'll probably call him once he stops being a boy.
Huh.
We got Adam Cole, baby.
He's got a similar cut.
Yeah, I
Like
like
your cut,
I like
G.
the cut of his jib for sure.
I like
When I come out of the
shower.
shower, I look like him for sure. It's just soaking wet, dripping hair.
You look very drippy, my boy.
There he is. This is Penelope Ford. Oh my gosh. I know you've been waiting for a little P Ford action, huh?
Oh yeah, look at Poncho's
she
face.
is.
He's been waiting.
That's what they
And her
say.
hubby, Kip Sabian.
There he is.
The super bad boy and girl. Okay. How about Red Velvet, baby? Huh?
About it.
Well, there she is.
He sure is
How about a
red.
couple of ringside exclusives for you?
Oh,
How about
hell
good old JR?
is that an E-Win chair?
Jesus
It might
Christ.
be. Look at the neck pillow on there, which comes included at no extra cost.
Oh, if he doesn't come with a bottle of barbecue sauce, then they really fucked this up.
What do you think that open hand is for? Of course he does.
Gosh,
Glasses are
barbecue.
massive, though.
Now, those are putting mine and Poncho's glasses to shame.
Absolutely.
What an interesting way to do like the jacket, though, and still
Yeah.
have it articulated enough to like sit forward in the chair. You know,
Yeah, that's kind of dope. Yeah, I wonder.
Yeah.
Wonder how the movement is on that.
right? That's good old JR. Here is Sean Spears, the chairman.
Yeah,
That's
he
actually a
is.
good head sculpt. These are the protos, so they're not quite as, they're usually more like a flesh tony plastic. These are painted prototypes. So,
Mhm.
But here he is with the Canada leaf chair with his weird little skull on it. Dope. What about LJN style Darby Allin?
Look at those arms. Those are arms, all right.
Sheesh.
Well, this is like LJN style, so they're meant to be like those big, like dog chew toy looking figures from the 80s, 90s.
God.
Shout out to Junkyard Dog who was featured in those. LJN not only making really hard and ridiculous video games, but really buff figures.
Mm-hmm. about Sammy Guevara, in his Inner Circle inmate gear?
It looks like he's from Cobra Kai.
Oh, there'll be time for that soon enough.
Will there?
Well, tangentially. How about another Penelope Ford, huh? One wasn't enough. How about
Okay.
Of course
another?
not. Contra was begging for it.
I
Yeah.
told you, man. You've been waiting a long time. They delivered.
Just muted himself to go tell Beck. I wish there was a double Ford.
Here's Chris Jericho in that same Inner Circle inmate gear.
Mhm.
The Demo God, which is what he went by at the time, I believe.
That's a crazy face too.
Yep. Here's another Darby Allin. Dope. Here is the belt collector, Kenny Omega,
There he is.
who we wish a speedy recovery from his long injury hiatus he's been taking.
Yeah, he's got the Jackson Pollock jacket, huh?
Yep. Looking good. What about Bryan Danielson, huh? I don't remember him looking this redhead.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not liking the sculpt either.
Yeah, I swear it just looks weirder when it's that like painted plastic. Once it gets to like the flesh tone, maybe it'll look better. But yeah, right now it's looking a
Only
little
hope.
thick. Like he looks
Only hope.
like you look like you could put this head on like a normal like a little dwarf body and it'd be a perfect dwarf.
Oh yeah, that guy's from World of Warcraft for sure.
Exactly. Like a fantasy dwarf, exactly. Okay, so here's some of like closer to development or closer to release because you can tell it's like skin painted plastic. There's no pins in the elbow or in the shoulders. Sammy Guevara exclusive with the TNT title belt.
Yeah, sun's out, tongue's out.
Mm-hmm.
Tongue
Then you can
is
have
out.
him vlogging all over your action figure shelf, which is similar to
Tongue in it.
morbing.
Excuse me?
Yeah, that's what he does.
He's tonguing it, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he did much worse things to that TNT title belt with his girlfriend. Iconic. That's not just me saying that. That was part of the storyline.
Of course it is.
Oh, never mind. I was thinking of
Yeah,
thinking of Paige.
they said they did things to the belt whilst in possession of it.
The disrespect.
Yeah. Here is Darby Allin again, closer to release, a little exclusive. I think this is the one that I got, in fact, with the board and the body bag. I haven't opened it yet, so I can't confirm at the moment, but I believe this is the ringside exclusive. Okay. How about another Kenneth from Supreme Series 2? So we saw Series 1 with Britt and Cody. Supreme Series 2 will have Kenny Omega with the AEW Championship belt. There's all those hands. Interchangeable gear. Interchangeable heads. Again, painted
Interchangeable
prototypes. You can tell. How about Supreme Series 2 Malachi Black of the House of Black? Contra, are these doing anything for you?
No, this one is probably the most interesting one so far, to be quite honest.
Okay. You're not a wrestling fan, though, huh?
I mean, I casually like wrestling. I used to be kinda into it like a couple of years ago. Like I would watch every Sunday and stuff.
Mhm.
And I'd watch WrestleMania, and then I went to shows whenever they came by here. But
We got to get you into AEW, dude. AEW is the superior wrestling product.
we'll see.
Oh my god. What a mark.
It's the guy that
CM
sat
Punk.
cross-legged in the ring and talked on the microphone, huh? That's him.
That's how it is. There's CM Punk. Punk. We call him. There he is, looking pretty good. I think it says exclusive, but is he really exclusive? They all say exclusive. So,
Exclusive.
yeah, the pictures are exclusive to ringside. There's Hangman Adam Page, the anxious millennial cowboy.
Is he?
Yeah, it's kind of his character. There he is in street clothes. Very cool. Here we go. You wanted some Cobra Kai?
What the fuck
Well, best
is
I got
this?
is Street Fighter gear. Young Bucks and Kenny Omega.
Yeah, that's what
That might be the worst headband I've ever fucking seen in my
Excuse me?
life. I hope CJ don't claim responsibility for that.
Oh no.
These are, I will say, yeah, these soft goods are on that Playmates, Cobra Kai, Ninja Turtles level here. The rips and everything here. I don't quite know about that.
Damn, look at those meat hooks. What the fuck is up with his hand? Go back. Go back.
They're Hadouken hands, bro. Remember when he does
Are
Hadouken?
they? Those look like bananas, brother.
Oh my god, yeah, they look weird as fuck here.
Oh Jesus, those are fucking gorilla paws. I don't know.
He's casting Scarlet Witch spells where she looks like her hands are atrophying.
Those are fucking nutty, man. Those are crazy.
Look, even Kenneth has one.
Why are they all doing this? What the fuck is going on?
Because they came out in Street Fighter gear for one of the pay-per-views.
Oh my god. Imagine
And it's
having
an official licensed Street Fighter collab, in fact. The funny story about this, though, is that apparently Kenny Omega's like Akuma gi top didn't arrive in time for the pay-per-view.
Oh my god.
So now the figure just has, just like he did, just the painted Akuma symbol on his back.
I mean, he could have just went to a local dojo, like, hey man, how much I gotta pay for you to give me a black fucking jacket? And like,
Is it black? I thought it was like a purple.
It's like a bluish, I guess.
It's a
But
mauve.
it's a mauve.
That's the Street Fighter Kenny and Bucks. Here's some wrestling buddies,
That's what Pancho wants.
right?
How many of these are there?
Well,
I feel like
Mixer Stink was the first one.
we've been going forever.
Just a few more.
Okay.
Here's some renders for the next Supreme Series 3, and it's gotta be Penta El Cero Miedo,
Whoa.
who I met and took a picture with last night, and he's awesome.
Hell
Do you have
yeah.
his mask on?
What?
You have his mask on?
He had his mask on, yeah. No makeup, though.
It's
Or face
against
paint.
the code, brother. I'd
Oh,
imagine
yeah,
so.
dude. Are you kidding me?
I was about
Really
to say.
disrespectful. Ray Phoenix was there, too, but I didn't get a chance to take a picture with him. But here he is in figure form, the first ever Lucha Underground World Champion.
Wow.
The until recently, AAA Mega Campeón. No, sorry, Caleb. It's not Pentagon Jr., okay? He doesn't own the rights to that in AEW. He's only Pentagon Jr. for AAA. In AEW, he is Penta El Cero Miedo. Big
That he
difference, I know.
is.
All right, how about some more renders? Same gear, inmate gear for the Inner Circle with Santana and Ortiz.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Malachi Black from Unmatched Series 6. Ooh, Malachi. The ominous man from Amsterdam, as they called him in WWE.
My
Jesus
god.
Christ. Thanks, Vinny.
Really good. Hey, Destination Unknown, Ruby Soho.
Hmm.
I thought you were a Rancid fan, Poncho. Come on, man.
I explicitly said I did not listen to them.
Oh. And I explicitly ignored you.
That is evidence.
Mr. Brody Lee in the suit. Fantastic. I'm glad that the Huber family is still allowing him to be, to continue in the line.
It's cool.
Yeah, and
Despite his tragic passing.
I hope they're getting money for him too. You know.
Well, yeah, but it's just he was so ubiquitous in that early pandemic, pre-pandemic into the pandemic era of AEW that, he literally is immortalized. And here's
Here
why
we
we came here in
go.
the first place. The first ever in existence, forever of all times ever, Owen Hart figures.
Nice.
Unreal.
Owen Hart of the Hart family fame.
It's such a Brett thing to do to let them do it.
Right? Because he fucking hates Vince.
Yeah, never let Vince make money off my brother, but
No.
AEW, bet.
Yeah, dude. Brett was there. He introduced the AEW World Heavyweight Championship at the first Double or Nothing in 2019. I was there, bro.
Oh,
So it's good that
Whoa.
the relationship with the Owen family or with the Hart family has continued. So, especially now with the Owen Hart Foundation Cup that just ended at Double or Nothing. Here's an LJN Punk. Yeah, he's coming. Oh, I love how they can't do the Pepsi logo, so they just scratched it out.
Fuck.
Dude, yeah, this guy has a big ass Pepsi logo on his
And a
arm.
cobra. The cobra is just wildly undetailed.
Oh yeah, he's got the Cobra logo.
Oh, that's so funny. Pepsi Man. There's the Pepsi Man.
Hell yeah.
These are just uncolored renders. Thunder Rosa. We got Rey Fenix. We got another Penta El Cero Miedo. Or I guess it's just El Cero M. I don't know. What about Pac? Dude.
There he is.
Yes. With the blindfold and the eye patch. This is dope, actually. It's my first time seeing this.
That guy's
This
buff
man,
sauce.
I wasn't even though he was in street clothes, I was too intimidated to go and try to get a picture with him last night. But he was there.
He's got a 10-pack, man. It's crazy.
It's insane, dude. And finally, they have sent Hook. This is Taz's son who comes out to Action Bronson music.
This guy really doesn't look like Taz's son at all.
No. Looks dope though. Man, he is bulged up though. Look at that. Woo.
Oh, Jesus Christ. They got an outline of it, huh?
Yeah. And I think they announced but didn't actually show any physical figure for it. But this is what I'm excited for. Danhausen is finally getting his AEW Unrivaled figure. Danhausen, you guys, of YouTube toy hunting fame and nothing else.
Very same.
Mm-hmm. Love that Danhausen.
Love that Joker.
Yeah, these are the equivalent of pipeline reveals. Here's pictures of wrestlers that we will be doing very soon, but no actual physical.
Arn Anderson better come with a fucking gun.
Oh my God, yes. And finally, Alex Reynolds. So we can complete the Dark Order. And then great that there's like new people on the roster that just joined that they're announcing that they're doing, like Swerve Strickland. I met Trent last night too. He's great. So they're doing another best friends wave here, essentially. And Limitless Keith Lee, brother.
I'm gonna get
really
thrown
cool.
under a bus for this, but I've never, probably will never understand why anybody likes Keith Lee.
What?
I think he's so boring and blah.
It's
just
his
like there's nothing
calm
special
demeanor.
about
It
him.
offsets his monstrous ring work.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Have you seen that spot where Swerve Strickland like jumps the top rope and then he like jumps onto Keith Lee's chest and like backflips onto the floor on top of two guys? It's insane.
I think that speaks more for Swerve.
For both of them. Well, all right. Well, maybe. But anyway. Get ready to swerve in their glory. Here's those this one actually went up during Dynamite. So this went up like right before I was leaving for Dynamite, and I sent the link to my friends. I didn't end up getting it myself, but this was in stock on the day. Here's the package for these.
Jesus Christ, they actually have the characters on the package, huh?
Yeah, they do. This one's just a render, I guess. Both of
They
these.
really edited the fuck out of those headbands because that is not how good they look.
No, sir. But isn't it cool that they have the actual characters on there? Like, come on, man.
Something.
The Chung box on the back, you gotta love that. And then the Kenny looks like an actual physical figure, so they must be at different stages of development. I'm not quite sure how that works. All right, a couple more grayscales. We got Ricky Starks. No, Cash Wheeler. My bad. Cash Wheeler. Dax Harwood. FTR opened the show on Wednesday. It was great. Moxley. Come on, John Moxley. The Wild Thing. Poncho, I know you're excited for the Wild Thing. What makes your heart sing?
Just a little.
Jamie Hayter.
Oh yeah, the one and only.
And Isaiah Cassidy, finally, Private Party in like the new attire. Does that mean, yep, Mark Quinn, you had to know. Mark Quinn. And finally, some more commentator figures. Excalibur. This man commentates wrestling with a lucha mask on. Huh?
Genius.
Dope. And Tony Schiavone, who I also met last night. Very cool. Very nice guy. This is just nice that we're finally building out that commentary team for AEW.
That's so ridiculous in the package, Jesus.
Yeah, it kind of does. Wait, sorry. It's a ringside exclusive. Comes with a bottle of barbecue.
Bark, back out.
It comes with a chair. I wonder how that's gonna work. I guess it's like just gonna be shoved in there, maybe without the wheels attached, and you put them on.
It's got to come
Interesting.
apart.
Here's
There's
the Owen Hart packaging. The big thing about it is that it comes with, I believe, an AWA title belt.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like it, man.
New ring. All right, that's pretty much it for reveals. Yes, that's everything that was shown at
Fantastic.
Double or Nothing. All right,
Everything from the topics.
that's it.
Beautiful.
Is it though? I know. Oh, Fat Man dude just hit us with 10. Thank you, Fat Man. What's up, dude?
Man.
He says we're gonna talk about the new ThreeZero Bloodshot figure. I did see it, and I was like,
You just showed that.
my man needs a
yesterday, yeah.
shirt. Let's check it out. They're doing Valiant comic figures. My hype is real. Also, Bandai America Stranger Things figures come and look like poop. Yeah, I saw. I mean, they had a wave for like season 3, right, where 11 is in like the 80s shirt, and then Hopper. No, maybe I'm thinking of the new Hopper. The new Hopper that has it like the gulag suit and stuff. Yeah.
It's really I maybe I'm tripping, maybe it's hidden, but like I looked at those figures and I was like, okay, they don't look horrible, but they don't come with any accessories.
Yeah,
No
dude.
different hands or anything. So like, why would I buy this figure for $29.99? The Goku's right next to it, like fucking 10 hands and like different faces. Like it's just it's yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, so they're doing other Valiant Comics figures. So Bloodshot is the first, but this is cool. 112 scale.
A 112 scale. That's great.
Nanite fueled Bloodshot. This does not look like Vincenzo at all.
No, I can't say it does.
No, he has hair. First of all,
Did that movie ever come out?
oh, it came out.
How horrible was it?
Shit was a must miss.
I think it was.
Oh,
It was the more above its time. Is that it? Yeah, this is what they've teased. This is Bloodshot right here. We got Ninjak or Ninja K. I think Ninjak. But XO Manowar would be the other one here. Huh?
It's fantastic
XO Manowar.
to see it. Hope for a great success.
Yeah. I think this actually looks pretty good, honestly.
It looks fine.
I like that it's pinless. I like that it's just like, you know, just a dude. It's got gray skin and stuff, but it's just a dude.
Old gray skin.
Yeah. Did McFarlane have anything? I don't quite remember.
Oh,
Oh yeah, we did have a McFarlane thing. My bad.
Did?
Yeah. They did a Memorial Day sale. But it's talking
I
about
thought that
new
it was
stuff.
thought that it was the Gotham Knights stuff.
I think there was some. No,
thought
that's
this was
just saying that they're available. Just a
No,
couple
that was
tickets from McFarlane.
It was announced though, along with
A while back,
they were
yeah. These are actually on shelves now. I was just at my comic shop earlier. They got these in.
Punchers?
No, these are the Endless Winter Build-A-Figure Wave, where you can build the Frost King. This looks like the same Jon Stewart, but now he comes with swords instead of a big gun.
This guy looks like John Diggle from Arrow. Really went out.
Yeah, he
of their
totally
way
does,
to-
huh?
Really went out of their way to make him look like John Diggle.
Yeah, that lineup is crisp.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's Black Adam, but it's a different Black Adam than this one here.
Page punchers.
Yeah, Page Punchers. Bam, 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 bam. They announced the second figure in the Crime Syndicate build a Starro wave. Oh my god, it's another Crime Syndicate figure.
Gina Carano.
Oh.
Superwoman.
Gina Carano, is that what you said? That's great. So yeah. She'll be coming out soon, and then you wait another 3 months, and then the next figure will be revealed and out. Wait, Warlock, you can't be spoiling Rampage for me. I was gonna watch it after this. Come on, man. Well, he was looking. Honestly, he was looking pretty rough on Wednesday, so that doesn't surprise me. But anyway, McFarlane announced they're doing toys for Dark Tide, which is the Left 4 Dead of Warhammer 40K video game that's coming out.
Very cool.
Which we did mention on the podcast, I think, last week. So that just means more Warhammer. Dallas somewhere is salivating.
That he is.
Joker in stock, whatever. Memorial Day sale. Okay, this is the one that's weird. And I'm glad Poncho's here. Because to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of Skyrim, which was last year, they're now releasing a gold Alduin.
Yeah, it makes 0 sense.
This is probably 11 years too late.
I know. I mean, well, they just had a recent another version of the game came out that added like
the one
fishing
last
and
year.
stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But yeah, here he is. If
Here
this
he
means
is.
more Skyrim figures, then great. But
Yeah, there's
I
only
mean-
3 good ones.
yeah, Funko did,
Yeah,
a very short-lived line. That was like 2 figures, right?
it was a wave actually.
Oh yeah.
It-
Oh yeah, 2 figures. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it was
Wow. So Hasbro be giving us like 3 waves at once sometimes, huh?
Oh my god. It was the Dragon.
The way they be giving
and
us
then-
4 packs where it's 3 figures and one little statue that is small and doesn't move.
Oh my god.
These are the positive ways you got to spin our collecting these days. I do it. Hasbro collectors do it. Now McFarlane collectors can do it.
That's a stretch.
What?
This looks
All right.
This looks awful.
It does.
This looks terrible.
It does it do anything?
I mean, it's articulated, like the wings move and stuff.
I mean, is it? Is it? Is
It
it?
is. Yeah, it is.
I think so.
That's being really nice of you. To
Maybe the
call
wings,
something
yeah,
that
move
Todd
up and down,
McFarlane
and that's
makes
about
look
it. Oh, I
good.
do see some articulation in the feet. Okay.
Yo, ever since those Jenna Steelers, I've quite some faith in Todd Daddy, basically.
Mhm.
I cannot believe how good those figures move. It's unreal.
Yeah, I saw
So
some
I
at
told
Target
you-
today, and I was like, "Ooh, interesting."
So
Even
I
the
told you, man, those
artist proof ones.
fucking those Marines from Warhammer, they're incredible.
Hell yeah.
Just truly, truly incredible figures, and I wish everything he made was like that.
Yeah, check this out. Someone be painting these up.
There he is.
Mm-hmm. Painted in the colors of the Adeptus Astaris chapter known as the Crimson Fists.
Yeah,
God, how can people know all these things, huh?
they just do.
A
I can't even remember what I had for lunch yesterday.
it's a trick question. You didn't.
Is that why I was so hungry today?
Oh my god.
Boogcat thinks that or asking, do we think the next Starro Build-A-Figure is going to be Owlman because he's the Batman? Yeah, probably. It seems obvious. And then the next one after that would be, what's the Green Lantern equivalent called? I don't remember, but probably that one or the Flash equivalent.
Mr. Fast.
Remember when Owlman was voiced by James Woods in one of the animated cartoon
Yeah,
movies?
it was incredible.
Yeah. Power Ring. Thank you, Boogcat. Power Ring. Yeah, James Woods, the priest from Scary Movie 2.
Release the demon.
Oh, thank you, Lord. He's like flies sticking to his face and shit. Oh man. Cancel him though.
Oh, please, please, by all means.
All right, that's it for McFarlane.
All right.
Hey,
Unless you want these Princess Bride figures at 50% off.
Nice.
I see them in person and they were terrible. I
Can't
love
give
Princess
these things
Bride.
away.
I love Princess Bride. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. I saw them in person. I said, I can't do this.
Good for you.
Just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Yeah, those $20 each per figure could go towards a Mezco.
Now you're talking.
Mm-hmm.
Could be.
All right. I think we're out of topics.
Yeah, that's it. Let's go.
Yeah. All right, we can wrap this up. We already talked community highlights at the top of the show. We got in deep in the weeds on 112 Collective and other things in and of or relating to. Yeah.
That's it.
What y'all want to do?
Want to do plugs and leave? I'm
I
falling
know you do.
asleep.
Why don't you go first?
Follow me at Poncheesy on Instagram. That's it.
Hey, follow me on Instagram, Plopster360. Hey, I do YouTube videos. I got one coming next week, I think, actually. Finishing it up. So Fobster, just Fobster, yeah, on YouTube. Find the link on my Instagram, Fobster360. I'm on this podcast every week. It's cool. I love these guys. We hang.
Earlier in the show, Mike Hawes sent us a super chat about Hot Toys Strange. Let's look at that real quick.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
is incredible. I cannot believe
What would
that's
that be
actually
under? Hot
happening.
Toys?
Yeah, just go to Hot Toys.
Oh, yeah, Zombie Strange.
First one, baby.
Whoa.
Hell yeah.
I love how his hair grew. Oh, no, I guess it didn't grow. It just got taken out of the ponytail. Yeah, this is insane.
Yeah, the fact that this is getting made and this isn't just a pipeline reveal either. Like this goes up for pre-order like any day, they said. So this is fucking nuts.
Yeah. I would love it if they actually said, coming to pre-order any day now.
They did on their Facebook.
Yeah,
Any
this is
day now.
crazy cool.
No.
Yeah,
I like this a lot.
I love the cape. I know every customizer is trying to figure out how to do that cape.
No.
Second they got out of the theater. $400. God damn.
Wow, what a steal.
Yeah.
But there's payment plans, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
How do you handle those? $100 over 4 months, or each month?
$60.
Sometimes it depends. You can cut them down even more than 4 payments, depending. Or if it's too cheap, like if it's something that's like $150, it'll be even less payments. Like the most payments you can do is 3.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
The most
awesome.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What's
it
the most
depends.
you do?
Depends on the price. Like they'll adjust accordingly to how many payments they'll like let you do. Like they're not
Okay.
gonna let you do like 5 payments on $100 figure. Fantastic.
Fat Man Dude says 400 is too much for you, but it's not too bad if you don't collect anything else.
You know what? It's still cheaper than that lightsaber, which is doing terrible.
Oh my god, can we check on that real quick?
It's a good thing. To
I'm
end
so
on, I
curious. This is first reaction right here. Okay. Oh my god, it's had 200 backers in a week.
Ew.
It's really bad, man.
Oh,
You know, the
no.
Den Expedia, a friend of the show who we had on when we were looking at the Rancor, has the breakdown on this as well.
Oh, sick.
And he also says it's doing terrible.
Yikes.
Yeah. So on day 4, it had 812. Today, which would be day 7, let's say 7 or 8, 965.
It's doing really bad.
It's not very good. All right.
You just give up, dude.
They should. They should go. They should just shut this down before it even gets the chance and go back to the drawing board because this isn't it.
Can you imagine there 2 HasLabs in a row just shit the bed? Dude, I couldn't do it.
2 Star Wars HasLabs.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you know,
that's what
I don't.
I'd just close up shop.
Yeah, like I don't mean to endanger anybody's job, and I hold no power in this fucking community. But if I was Hasbro, I would take a good look at who the fuck is running this division.
Yeah, same here.
Like, dude, come on, man, two fucking Ghostbusters over here. It's like the smallest team, and they got it done in a cave. The box of scraps.
I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of this is coming from like the top, from like actual Lucas or Disney saying
Yeah,
like
definitely.
they want to push this thing,
Oh yeah.
and it's just Hasbro being like, okay, we got to make this work somehow.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously, you know, it's like I said last week. The obvious choice to do something like this with would be Darth Maul's saber.
Yeah.
And they don't go that way. They go with a character who's like surrounded by a lot of, bad juju right now. There's a lot of hate going on around this character. It's just really bad timing.
Yeah. But that's the fandom's fault too. Even
it
poor Ewan
absolutely.
McGregor had to get in his car and record a little selfie video to be like, if you're not a real Star Wars fan, essentially, if you're hating on them for this reasons.
Some of the worst fandoms there is out there, because it's the shit that they've been doing to that poor girl's terrible.
Yeah.
Roast Tico, now this.
And I don't believe a lot of the people making these bad faith arguments saying like, oh no, it's not because of that. It's because they're just using the buzzwords of like, oh, it's bad acting or it's bad writing to like disguise the fact that they just hate them for that reason. Like, it's stupid.
That's funny. They switched
Horrible
up really
bad faith
fast.
arguments.
They switched up really fast. No, it's not her. It did everything. Like,
yeah.
It wasn't everything before, but okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. I think we've talked enough controversy for one episode of the podcast.
Absolutely. Good luck to the team, but this is looking pretty rough.
I'll say this too, is if this had actually like the spinning ring feature and everything like it's supposed to, I could see why it would be worth $500. As is, it should just be on shelves for $500 without us needing to crowdfund it.
Oh, yeah, I agree. If it had that mechanism, I'd understand.
Maybe not like super like whirlwind fast, maybe for like safety reasons or whatever, but like, come on, that's like the main feature of this shape of blade. Otherwise, anyone would prefer a Darth Maul.
Absolutely.
Well, they made a Darth Maul already now.
In this Force effects, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not a Star Wars cosplayer.
Oh,
but perhaps
neither am I.
Yeah. #1 Star Wars cosplay podcast.
That's it.
All right.
Awesome.
Number one.
Once again, he's at Punch Easy. I'm at Fobster360. Rick, where are you at?
Hey, Rick Dom 2345. That's me. Hey, that's me.
All right. And with that, thank you all so much for joining us. This has been episode 195 of the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast, lovingly titled Table Scraps, bracket, Hasbro / NECA / more exclamation end bracket. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.